Hello, how we doing? We're back. It's time. Banger games. How are you feeling? Feeling good. Just rush out the shower.
They just came off a fresh tournament win at AWC. I saw Vora after he won. He took our piece and he put it on his tournament trophy.
How much chance are you giving 100
like,
Thieves?
We won a tournament for G2. Those guys, they're bad. He was like talking some smack.
I don't know.
Okay,
like it's a 50-50, isn't it?
But let's see when we get to the match.
200 MS, my guy. 200 MS with 60 hertz. Give me the extra 12, bro.
It's gonna be a pretty emotional game, maybe, because I got some stuff to clear up with him. Usually we always beat them, but when you come off a fresh win, you're feeling like real good. You're feeling unstoppable, and when you have that kind of ignorance, you can make a lot of things work. But unfortunately for their first match, they gotta deal with us, so we might just put that straight to the grave.
Wait, who's this little dude, bro? Keep going. Who's this?
Riot Games Arena, our two NA teams are ready to battle, and after our sweet vacation in Paris, here's 100 Thieves!
This is a tough first match for 100 Thieves? Yeah, for sure. Isn't it like 6-0 in terms of head-to-head?
We're seeing, and don't be fooled, this is not the same team you saw last year. This is not the same team you saw this year. In the words of Cryo, this is a new revamped 100 Thieves with their eyes on the prize, and they want playoffs, and further than that, they want grand finals.
Yeah, there's a great chance
Had a paper X look today. They look fine.
To finally do
a couple
what
of
their fans have been asking for such a
bold
long time.
Mistakes,
They've already
but
done one big achievement, winning out in Paris. There's a great chance for them now to punch their ticket to Shanghai. It starts here today.
In the future on this one,
they know, and you heard Valorant in that piece as well, talking about what is that first step that this team needs to overcome.
G2, I don't even know like where the direction is right now. That's the problem. I think they're having as much as the MV have like the worst identity crisis, I feel like G2 are having a similar identity crisis. Like, what are they right now? Who plays what? What is their read on the meta?
Four times America's champion.
I feel like they've changed their read on the meta 4 times in the past 2 months. Maybe I can extend this to 3 months, I don't know.
No, this team is incredible in Americas. They somehow always end up being the team to beat in the finals. But G2's sights are set on making it to Shanghai and finally being able to bring home an international trophy. I'm wondering, do they have the stamina to finish the year strong
20 seconds.
and get to make a deep run in Shanghai? I'm really excited to see the form these guys are in after their run in London.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one, Alexis. There is a lot of questions to be had about, as you had heard, what did they learn? What are they applying? But you cannot doubt that they have put in that work. They're a team that has found success, Mel, because of that work. It's inspired you. It's inspired a lot of other players as well. So clearly, we are expecting a prepared G2 here, which, if you're 100 Thieves, you also need to be ready for as well, because this team's always going to give you your A game.
This is going to be such a fun game to watch. I've always admired the work ethic of
England
G2,
1-0 up. Wait, when did it start?
Let's get into what maps are on the battleground.
An hour ago or
Breeze,
just
Sunset,
now?
and if necessary,
Breeze, Sunset, Haven. Started 3 minutes ago. I better get 11 people in defense.
I'm really kind of confused that every team is letting Summit through. It seems like all of these teams that we've seen this weekend is prepped for Summit to come through.
Yeah, I think everyone's just
Warrior, thanks so much for the 2-1, man. Appreciate the 9 months. Thank you. We got a Breeze, Sunset, Haven. Breeze, Sunset, Haven.
Everyone wants to be there, and they're willing to take risks to study new maps. And
dude, both teams floated Summit.
Yeah, there's no excuses. Honestly, there really isn't.
Time to bunker up for 87 minutes. Yeah, gotta
go.
Be
present for the rest of this run here.
Get some defenders on.
Having that as like a ban potentially will just be a massive red flag to any team here. I wonder too how much of it is prep and how much of it is just people being like, oh, let's just float it, just
scored too early. Yeah, we lost, man.
Ideas, that we're not
that would be a big gamble though, because if the other team is preparing it and they pull it out and you're unprepared, it just goes, let's plug it out.
I know.
I mean, hey, we saw what happened when Envy plugged it out versus MIBR.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. Oh man. All right. Of course. So we'll see what these agents are going to be in a moment here, and it will be Breeze to start things up. Looking forward to seeing what Timotino
that
can
echo
do
was
here.
on my end
So
there. I was like,
dynamic
hold on, what
for
the hell
this
have I done
team.
here?
A lightning rod since joining the 100 Thieves organization, and as we talked about, it's provided them with so many valuable resources to be able to do whatever the hell they want.
I mean, we played against this guy last year, and he was an absolute beast in challengers. I swear to God,
Not sure you can park the bus against that attack. It's fine. Just try it anyway.
Mechanics are unreal.
Right, what could go wrong?
I can't be the only one that thinks like the air feels different today. Normally, when we discuss these two squads, like we looked at the stats, G2 pretty solidly wins, right?
Yep.
100 Thieves here.
What, the course of 2 years, 100 Thieves is picking up 2 maps.
What do we think? They took a lot of time off,
This
probably.
feels
They
like
might
a
not.
banger.
When did EWC finish? A week ago?
Oftentimes,
How many days of prac do we reckon they had? 3, maybe 4, 3 maybe.
That optimistic, like, I really think they could do it. I think they could do it. But now I'm coming into
13 days of
like,
practice somehow. Okay, brilliant. Thanks for that.
To it now.
Yeah, they're probably. This team is
Around 3, yeah.
So we'll see what happens here and what are they going to be choosing. Age of Select running the double
Cypher,
duelist here
Harbor,
on
Phoenix,
Breeze
yeah.
and that Harbor.
Same
I like
old.
the Harbor, but I'm honestly looking at the Cryo.
Hello,
and
Pansy,
Cypher
mate.
like
How
I
we
was
doing?
talking about earlier. I love this role on him. I think he's very creative with his setups, and he has the aim to back it up as well. Like, he's able to single-handedly hold down these bomb sites all on his own, no support.
I think
Solo Harbor, mate, they've been running it for a long time. We just saw Liquid win with it.
And we're looking at the other team now. We're seeing a solo Neon.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Giacomo on
The
KO,
Baby Bay Neon. So they're just committing with this. They've just put him on duelist. He is now their duelist. Was Giacomo on KO? What was he on in chat? It was KO?
So seeing Giacomo pick up a non-duelist role and that being a KO, I mean, Lex, you know how hard it is to not only just play KO, but master it.
Oh,
I mean, it's just this
absolutely.
map,
It's definitely an agent with a very high skill ceiling. I'm excited to see if he can pull it off.
Well, look, folks, G2 have their work cut out for them. So do 100 Thieves. This is going to be an excellent matchup.
It's weird.
So let's jump right
Yeah, I'm telling you,
into
it's
the
like
action.
identity crisis
Send it
over
over to
there.
your casters. They're going to call the action. Here's Uber.
And the problem is, they gotta stick with whatever they go with now. Really, I'm not sure.
100 Thieves.
I'm not sure they have
consecutive times.
the time to mess about with it.
Some newly crowned champions return.
Jinsanity with the Prime. Thank you for the 18 months. 2 bangers from the best region. Definitely the region with the most teams that can win events, it feels like.
Absolutely.
Gotta be. It might not even be close right now.
Trophy lift in Paris changed them. G2 wanting to prove that the loss in London didn't. And this is the environment that they thrive in, their comfort zone. Back
That was
on
map
the
2 from
VCT
Liquid.
stage
Both
in
maps were bangers.
Americas. But can they bounce back right away? We saw in stage 1, it took a moment after Santiago. They got their bearings, trying to figure out the right comp, but then they eventually got
Let's
there. Will it be a
try out
today?
stuff in plans, mate. They're not in. They don't have that luxury, man. I don't think they're in that spot.
It's Tanner from high
I
school.
think it's like a try-out spot. I think it's we need to actually perform right now.
Chalk up a dub in this head-to-head.
G2 on defense, 100 Thieves on attack, and we are not messing about. Dude, look, G2 got so many here. Fast Flood should be outrageous.
Seaside team, we're getting the space, still finds the entry. That's stunning.
Okay, much better. Dude, I was looking at the 2 behind the wall, and no one else pushing through the wall, thinking, guys, surely.
It gives him that even kill in the pistol. Sends it all up to Cryo. MVP in Paris, the best player in Paris, and it's up to G2 to make him feel like an average player in Los Angeles.
Chad, what did he get for being MVP? Did they give him anything?
Nicely done from G2. Quick into that B site to deny a fast execute from 100 Thieves. Opening from Timo was still sick. That is where
Like
he
a little
really
plaque thing?
excels
That's
as
cool.
a player. 100 Thieves really finding their identity as a team after making that swap. Having Austin to pick up the second duelist, Timo be more of the hard entry again.
What are some of you typing, man?
G2 juxtaposed to that, they're having a bit of an identity crisis.
And he got
You know,
money?
they started
And he got
with that
money?
Harbor in
Holy.
Stage 1 hard, forcing that. Moved away from it, started
Okay,
playing
full
very
eco on
standard
this one.
comps with the Vice.
We'll say
That didn't work in London.
it was a nice fast flood in the end.
Back to some double duelist, Baby Bay picking up Neon.
My guy nearly
Picking up
jumped in real
Waylay like
life.
he did in kickoff.
Trying to get out of
Is
there.
this the recipe for success, though? Or will they be forced to switch things up again?
I feel like the switching up begun in Santiago. These guys were trying to find their footing in that really neon-dominated meta, and somehow Nongshim Red Force has popped up in their way like 3 times since then. They've really had to reckon with their
Oro's
style
playing
of play
insane
and
as
find
well.
one that
I
fits
imagine
them.
they all must have been playing really good for them to win as well. So
Out of these here. are converging on this.
Again, they can take a loss here.
Where are the cove? Oh, he even
they just have to be peeking around because they got to get top 2, right? No matter what. They just got to be peeking in like
looks like the wheels
3 weeks time.
Fall off the 100 Thieves heist-mobile.
No investment into that round, so it makes it easy as can be for G2. 100 Thieves on this Breeze map. I remember when they debuted this comp back into the last stage, and at first it seemed crazy, but they really cooked something up that's working for them to the extent that we're seeing other teams trying to copy it, try and play similar agents, play in a similar style.
100 feet, do they do this for the first buy? Interesting.
High up in
Are we doing the smoke on this or not? Nah, just triple swing. This is gonna get weird. Might be doing the best thing for what's going on.
Underway.
How much did the drone see? I'm not sure it actually saw many here. I don't think it turned in time.
Knows that the Thieves have at least some interest.
Asuna, very far away from his Phoenix, so it's a bit of a rough start for 100 Thieves. Like even ult-wise, they're pretty far away. Increase the stream volume, so I can get there.
Patient lurker, but has a knack for still finding those timings, picking up easy kills.
Let's try it there, and if it gets too loud, I'll turn it down.
Backstabs late in the post plant to close out rounds. And it just often ends with him on the scoreboard finishing a 100 Thieves victory with 25+ kills. Teemo's second entry of the game already.
This setup from G2 was intended to contain 100 Thieves in mid, but they didn't have a top mid presence. Moves Trent out to a straight up duel, and now starting to feel the heat on this A side of the map. It's Valen here, and those footsteps come through. He needs to be the antidote to this chaos, but Teemo is far too quick to the click.
Is playing this well.
Maybe they will wait on this. Here's a pitter-patter of many footsteps head over towards this A side, and he needs to fight his way out of this situation, but simply doesn't see as he passes by Arsenal and is taken out.
From them. Are they going to be greedy?
Put him in the vice grip.
You could definitely be greedy.
Patience in
Go on, be
main
greedy.
from Aura, waiting for the rest of the team
Very
to
good.
be able to encircle Baby Beg. Good flash from Asuna.
Now this puts G2
4 orbs already in this round. It's
in a
good,
tough spot.
man. It's
Bulldog
really good.
and Stinger somehow to
Wait, 3,
try
sorry.
and extract some value from this round. Failing that, a very clean first buy for 100 Thieves.
Mocha, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 14 months.
G2 don't really feel like going for too much here. Catch some of these Thieves players on the way out, and that'll be that.
They're switching Neon players. I think that, again, I think they're still like struggling at the moment to work out like what they wanted to and want to play.
I'm going to be looking closely.
They might be in like the transition of trying to have set roles.
You've got IGL that sets the standard in Valen, and
that's a Phoenix
like
ult. 4 in one
you could set one of your own.
Really good.
And he had some fighting words for Valen out there in Paris.
It's close to perfect.
I think it was much more well behaved than Valen described it in that interview. Mora was still looked pretty demure and mindful while trying to talk trash.
But happy to add a little insult to injury after being the 3rd new build Americas team to pick up a global trophy before our consistent reigning champions in G2. I mean, unfortunately, this is just the narrative. This is the story that they exist in.
Hello, Doom Bros?
Dominance in our region and always searching for that global success. And this is the path, the beginning of it. Their last chance in 2026 to lift one of those trophies, the biggest of them all. It's champions. They still got to work their way to getting in the tournament. Obviously, they're off to a good start. They have plenty of champions points. You assume that they're going to get there.
And I wonder how it kind of feels to be Jorgamo in this position. Someone who actually has realized and felt and experienced how hard it is
just commit.
To try and come back after being the best in the world, winning a championship, trying to reclaim that moment.
So weird, because double duelist should work really well.
The mix,
like in my head here, could they not just go?
And he's been grinding that entire time. He's watching a team of young players who just
Jorgamo goes Phoenix,
an international
Baby
event.
goes Neon, and you just run it every
back of his
map.
mind is probably going, you guys don't know what you're getting into. I'm sure he'd love to remind them who's boss here at home, but also seeing these guys, many starting out their careers in Tier 1. Teemo, who didn't ask for permission to be in Tier 1.
What maps were they trying something like that on?
I wonder what he's thinking now in a matchup like this. Also with a role that is kind of evolving in real time.
I felt like the Jorgamo,
on this first
a little
bit more into
Phoenix on Haven looks so good.
Yeah, supportive, and yet still the KO is excellent here for getting involved in the fighting. I mean, in fact, one of my favorite KOs to watch on this map historically was Asuna. The way that he's been able to really effectively keep pace with whatever
I got no idea.
he
Asking
had
the wrong person.
time, whether that be all the way back to the days where he was running into support Will, you know, years ago. He played with that kind of, that pace, that aggression, tons of nice pop flashes for teammates, but for himself. And we have seen Jaw been able to pull off that similar style of play the couple times that they've played Breeze so far.
Oh, the EMEA games today, pretty decent.
With this new comp look, I think he's actually been the highlight.
He had a chair issue down on stage. I'm hearing it was too plush, lulling a player into like
a bit of a disappointment for Gentlemates, I would say, in terms of how they played.
Too buttery type vibes, but we're back into the game.
If you're a Heretics fan, it's not looking good, but that can change pretty fast.
Nothing to spot here.
Okay, most important round. 1, 2, 3.
Diligent.
Kind of 4 that would have to eco.
Late kill last round.
Phoenix ult, they managed to get it up.
The first buy round, an opportunity to break the G2 economy early.
Do they insta make a decision off of this or not?
Into G2 with like a 40-second 0-point timing. It's going to slow things up further and get you some really valuable info at the midpoint of the round.
Any words for the Pacific fans? It can't get any worse.
Joke's over.
All right, this is
I think they got a win coming.
Back for us, and as he pushes into the side
I think they have a win in them. I really do.
Fragment, and Valor's too busy trying to clear that recon out of the way. Jaw now going to strike, going to get involved in this fight as Asuna's going to be sent back to A main, and the spike is loose on the site. But again, Trent is handled in mid. It's that late activation from Cryo. Now there could be a bit of a thought in the side of G2 as he makes his way in through mid. Babyface cleared off the side, and it's Leaf again to be called on to salvage a tough early round. His crosshairs in the right spot, but Cryo is a little too sharp.
That's a nice try from Leaf.
And
I felt like he had it all day for sure.
Leaf and Cryo late in the round, you always expect to be trying to have that impact.
Leaf had the game sense, the position, the
everything was perfect. He just missed 2 bullets.
But Cryo is in serious form. Had one of those kind of classic Cryo lurks earlier in the round. You just see him biding his time and elbow the whole way.
Big crown.
Ready to cut off a rotate. Does just that. Clutches out. And this is 100 Thieves.
Outlaw can farm everyone.
The G2 economy.
Finally getting an accolade to match the consistent performance, right? The MVP in Paris.
Absolutely one of the best America's players to have not lifted a global
people normally
trophy.
do this knife,
no
and it lands on like this part, but they have it so it goes a little deeper and it's a little lower, so it actually scans like
in an interview, he
more
was
of this.
talking about being inspired by his friends, his
Honestly,
American players around him.
I didn't realize that bit was there.
Successfully get that accolade, and how bad he wanted to be among them.
Trent has been getting battered here in mid. With 3 rounds out of 5 so far, he's been on the wrong end of a first kill.
Fake over towards B with smoke.
He's been
pulls the Neon over. Astra's tempted.
Too sharp. Again, the weaponry.
Astra here some running? Okay.
Leaves a little bit to be desired here for G2 now. Is this thrust onto the A side of the map? Joel's going to try and dispense this util to buy a little bit of space. Try and get in and take this fight perhaps, but he's going to be brought down instantly. It's abandoned from Valen. An admirable little 2-piece, but far from enough for a round like this.
Kind of shots you want to see from Valen on Breeze, though. The last incredible
just
game
try do some
that he
damage.
had individually this year.
Doesn't have to go for it.
It was their 3-0 win to qualify for Santiago.
It's coming home, mate. What are you talking about?
A series on Astra.
He's in the third.
Something like 65
the bronze medal.
35 deaths. He was outrageous.
And while we talk about 100 Thieves having this monkey on their back of G2, right, this spectre that always looms over their games, for G2 it was Nongshim. They lost twice to them in London after really struggling to get to grips with their style in Santiago. Paris, pardon. And I think for Valorant, it's kind of a mission right now to restore some credibility and confidence in his system and the way he operates in this team, which up until a couple months ago has been above reproach.
The Zebra, thank you, mate.
G2 opportunity.
Oh, is that what's going down there?
Second
big game, man, big game.
With their Maybe they had the op, but switches back to the
What is
rifle.
this? They got Harbor ult, but they are going
with this
4,
momentum just
5 middle.
snowballing into
Oh,
ults.
okay, it's the normal.
Keep the momentum going, the aggression going.
Early action here for Timo. Do you expect 2 players to be pushed up an elbow like
It's a
this?
great,
Joe essentially was alone
great
in that
fast
regard,
turn
but
from
Cryo's
Flash,
able to
to be
peek in and make it up.
Mate, they're doing iterations of their ult.
Timo doesn't get the first blood this round, but that
I wonder in
pressure
EWC
an opening
if they
towards this
faked
site
A
that
and
100
then
Thieves
actually
are
went over
exploiting.
towards B, and now they're
getting into the
faking
post
B
fight
and then
with the
going back
man
over towards A.
advantage, with a
That's what
reckoning
this
in
felt
the
like.
hands
This
of
reeks
Bang.
of Doom Bros, man.
This round should be over, but it looks like G2 want to go for it.
And it's going to be
Wanna
Harbor
test
ult
100
stuff
Thieves,
as well.
100 Thieves, excuse me, despite this disadvantage.
It does feel deterministic when you're dealing with the reckoning. Here it comes. It's going to be a bomb for Trent here, and Leaf is just left alone on an island, no pun intended. Out in the middle of the site, blinded up, an easy target.
It's just got to be
My
saved
God, look at them go, man.
No other
They
options.
look great.
100
Dude,
Thieves would
this
be
is actually the Doom
happy to
Bros.
go
It's the
for a
Doom
hunt.
Bros special, man.
Cryo gets the audio cue on both of them.
They use the anti against you. Oh, nice shot.
Snappy stuff from the young caller.
They use the anti against you, make it look like a similar strat, and then just change it up.
Here, and he will be carrying a gun out of this round unless Bang has something to say about it. Oh dear. Backed up into that one, didn't we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ults, but they go down to an eco, so hopefully they don't pop too many in this.
I've got to wonder.
Who's the team that was popping
Just how
ults
many
today?
timeouts
Gentamates
are going to be
again.
required to stabilize this defense side.
Gentamates.
The plan coming into the round from 100 Thieves was just so good.
Heretics?
The
Heretics did it as well,
split
actually,
into
yeah.
A
Not as bad. It
with
wasn't
a
as bad as Gentamates,
Little
but...
bit of layered deception,
Bruh,
but that
I got a hair in my eye. What is going on,
towards
dude?
the
It's killing me.
It just completely threw G2 off.
The hand was on the button.
He was ready to go. Can't blame him.
Should I join MIBR and fix them?
Being at this deficit, 100 Thieves being on a 4-round run.
Maybe.
G2, they've stacked up all 5 of their ultimates when we get back into
If you're good
this.
enough,
So
why not?
There could be a game plan coming through to maybe get an early advantage with some lower buy weapons and then risk just rattling the ults off on this next round where G2 are going to have a lower
Mates
buy.
are slightly
But
desperate.
ultimately,
Yeah,
the
it
gun
did
round
look like that.
after, they need to
Dies as well. Hello, mate.
must
Appreciate
win
the prime.
round.
Thank you for the 13 months. Thank you for doing
Josh
that.
has his hands full in this matchup. On the other side of the stage, European superstar coaches NBS and Doom Bros have already notched up their 2nd global championship.
MBS winning that first champions was 5 years ago.
There's
Doom
no
Bros
way you
winning in
replace Verno.
Copenhagen 4 years ago, and they've still
Verno's
got
a
it.
weird one because I don't know what he's like
Definitely
in
feels like
game.
when they
I
touch
mean,
down
like
here
out
in
of
America,
game, I
there's
guess.
more of confidence about those two that they could really drive change in this region.
But he
And
needs
with a team that,
this
you know,
whole
had frustrated its fans for
smoke
so long
arc
by
that they're
coming
trying.
so close, but
That's
taking
not a
that
thing,
important
man.
last step
Like
into a global,
he either
into an
plays
international
fade
event.
on the maps that he has
So
to
far
play
they haven't
fade,
seen-
or you just
But
force
yet
over
there
or
is
something.
still that desire for 100 Thieves to
He needs to
now
be able
take
to
it
play
to the
fade,
next
though.
level. They succeeded at EWC, but
He's
it's
one of the
about
like one of the best
taking that to
solvers
a
when he's at his
Masters,
peak.
But in the case this year,
And
just
probably the
champions,
best solver
that's
all
all
in the
we've
game.
got left. It's about not being stuck at that same brick wall they haven't been able to get past, being just one away from qualifying.
But it's going to take him a long time to get good
It's
at
teams
smokes,
like
man. It
NRG
just doesn't make
and
sense.
G2 that have
Not a
kept
good
them
arc to go on.
just away from making it to one of those globals. That's why we're talking about the 0-5 against G2 that began on this day 2 years ago, the first time they lost to them, and they haven't been able to beat them since.
And before that, they owned the rivalry. In fact, they sort of beat them in the stage finals back in 2024. It's a pretty decisive game. This is very much a beat stack for
Gambled
G2.
wrong on this one from
Around a lot
G2.
of these pistols. Only leaving Jaw on this A
On
side
the
of it.
plant, Verno gets, Bora gets his ult, and Asuna has his ult as well for the big buy
Feels
rounds.
like any hopes
They actually
G2
have
would
some
had it
ults
getting
of their
into
own
this
to
round
try
early,
and
hard dashed, just gambling a bit more towards that
not really
B side.
counter because they're not going to counter. But wait,
No.
wait, really?
Interest, I guess, in a lot of ults, except
Wow,
the
no, there's the
divide comes
committal.
out.
Astro.
Okay, we're going to start to see these drawn forward now, but the weaponry's still not really there for G2. Cry able to catch out Leaf there, inside connector, and the commitment of the Astra ultimate and the
Astra
overdrive
overdrive.
yield zero
And they
result.
didn't
for
get a
G2.
kill for it.
I suppose just not feeling like they
After
had
a timeout
enough
as
future
well.
value to not take a risk in this round, given the higher impact ults of the
Why is
double
the,
initiator that they have available.
why is the ult
You have
usage
more
today at an all-time
consequence
low?
on the
What's going
full
on?
buy. So I understand the logic there. But 100 Thieves.
Nice! Let's go!
Properly positioned around that post plant to deny.
Yeah, my guy's just like, bruh.
Crossfires.
That's right.
Doors. Stacked up.
Get him on the
players
server
to absorb Baby Bay's aggression. A Baby Bay that now does have the operator. Was considering it earlier, opted against it, but wants to pick it up now.
3 rounds to the good for 100 Thieves. Guns back in G2's hands, and Baby Bay gets an op and finds their pick. How do 100 Thieves plan to respond?
Doors, right? Doors?
Yeah. No, upping top mid.
Top mid. Yeah. I look at when I like just.
I'm
gonna
drone.
I'm gonna peek.
Yeah, make the noise. Make noise. Tim has a good timing.
No one bricks. No one tree. Nice. I don't see the op.
Sova was here. No, op shouldn't be here. I think you guys have a free sight.
I don't see anything. I'm with you, Sean. I'm with you. You can't flash over there.
Oh wait, I'm gonna side pro. Can you guys wait 2 seconds?
Yeah.
You don't have what off?
I think the opera's posted on the
There's 2.
Big mess.
I'm gonna wall. Make it think we're going to. I'm gonna be.
This opera's gonna be on B site.
We have Cove.
I can do Cove emo. I can do Cove emo.
Yeah,
beat this ding. Right, dong.
One more mid.
You should go back A if you can.
Yeah. Throw a Cove B.
Yeah, do the emo.
Do lurk Cove.
Yeah.
Are you gonna flank?
Alright, look at this from Trent.
Okay.
Oh.
That was the mid guy.
Open the van. Double door.
30 seconds left.
Opera's probably B.
He could have crossed already.
Yeah, it could be default.
B site, yeah. You with me?
Yeah,
go
go.
left.
3, 2, 1.
You go left.
Yeah. You want to flip?
Yeah, flip. We have Cove in 9.
Left pyramid. Kill this guy.
One of you go right.
Kill this guy.
Go left. Go right.
Go split.
Nice plan. We have Cove as well.
10 seconds left.
Mid door.
Double door.
Last player standing.
Dome set.
Ooh, good spot now. Lovely round.
Let's go! Too icy.
The way you guys play right there.
Talk about being rewarded for basically reading the entire round perfectly.
Nice,
From the position
really
of Baby
nice.
Bay over at B to the choice to double up and double door. Feels like 100 Thieves just read G2 like a book, and not even Baby Bay could stop them.
Credit to Trent, though. Honestly, you were seeing his pathing around the map. It felt like he was ahead of it, but yet 100 Thieves knew exactly what he was going to do. On top of all of that, a round where you are just seeing that cryo form. Watching him
Force him down
take
to another
these
eco.
lurk timings, unafraid
On the
to duel.
on the big buy round,
Absolute peak.
they forced them down to an
No one
eco.
can deal with
G2
it.
used 0 ults.
G2 have done
On the
very
eco,
little in this map
2
after
ults.
winning the pistol. It's been a quiet 6 rounds
It's
from
another eco right now.
them. They're forced into this
Do
one
they
to a
use more
degree, at
ults?
least with these stingers. Still heavy stack on B, and they've not got the confidence in a round like this to have any presence in mid. You know, Timo's chopping at the bit here to fight, to get some value out of this outlaw. Well, the drone out of B here comes at a pretty good time. Might force 100 Thieves
Go on,
to
just
fight
take it,
for it
Cryo,
again.
let's
They
see it.
should be brimming with confidence.
The confidence levels are way too high, man.
And why wouldn't you be? Just
How do
as you
play
said
against this?
Just so smart. Knowing that
Oh,
time
the
in
confidence levels
cryo would
are way
have
too high.
both sides of the map. Pressure from 100 Thieves, kills being found with the better weapons. Some patience from them. Just making sure that they group up, get a good exec off. No reason they can't bring this to 7.
And they've got
Big play.
Banks high tide. They've got the Cove to help
Spike
them
goes
cross.
down.
This is a timing from Baby Bay, though, sliding on through.
Good move from Baby Bay.
That could be disruptive. Arsenal, they're affected by the Nova Pulse. They want to pick up and get back on with the job. Baby Bay's got himself into a bit of a nasty spot. The Blaze Bulldog's going to obscure 100 Thieves for
so
now.
nice
And
to watch
Cryo,
right now.
once again,
Oh
found a way to be the cat amongst the pigeons.
He looks
just
sick.
Continuing the reign of terror. He can't be shut down.
They're all way too confident.
Good attempt from Baby Bay. The flank, there was a nice shot with the Sheriff, but in that position, as soon as the Cove comes down.
Hey, you actually got to insta one tap them, else you're dead.
Feels
See?
different, doesn't it? The atmosphere around this G2 team right now.
A residual with the
grim
prime appreciate the 4
determination.
months.
Maybe a discomfort.
I don't think we've ever seen them in at least the last couple years where they have needed to bounce back from, honestly, like so much mental damage, so much adversity that they've been working through within this last month.
And they are trying to squeeze every drop of value.
Are they now just going to go for their normal A split with the hard brawl?
Everywhere. Vice, Sentinel, put him as a dive duelist, secondary duelist, and now the solo Neon on this map.
They're out here breaking legs with
How much more does he have to give?
This is a Doombro special, man.
Straightforward exec into A. Run it back, going to
bring him back
at least
memories.
Keep the rest of the team.
This is what he used to do all the time with ults, man.
Into that site unscathed. I like that Timotino wants to take a forward position here.
They've got to retake
Dude,
against
they had
the
no
Reckoning.
resistance.
Again,
They
we
didn't
saw
even
how
have
that
to
went
ult
last
as well.
time. G2 were forced into a save in the end. Trent here, though, is going to get his. Timo's pushed pretty far forward, despite being suppressed by this null command. Gets his. Now wants to surge forward. This is a problem. He's a backstab presence here for G2 potentially. And Jaw's going to be knocked on down. Leaf is fallen because Timo found his way through the backside. And Trent's been the one to try and smooth things out with the antidote to chaos.
To play fast.
But in a 1v2 with players diametrically opposite him, there's nothing to be done. Slide through, and the audacious Timo puts a cap on it.
Looks so good, man.
I think that's a round that honestly encapsulates that idea we touched on of 100 Thieves finding their identity. The swap of Asuna to the secondary duelist, Timo to the primary duelist. Both of them kind of fighting their individual wars and coming out on top.
The problem with G2, mate, I can't focus on anything else. 100 Thieves look too good. I haven't even looked at G2 for like the past 20 minutes.
Thrown towards him every year with 100 Thieves, hoping fans
I saw that perfect round from 100 Thieves.
But they've got it right now.
I can't look at anything else.
So comfortable with this current iteration of the roster. It really
Why
is
would you be looking at
see.
anything G2's doing right now?
Josh has one timeout left. Mainly to spend it on the attack side. It's Cryo, man. This guy is unshakable! And maybe they ends up taking him on solo. They're all theft now.
How can you lose? How can you lose with
That's
him
the
on
best
your
part.
team?
You just don't.
It's Breeze being very attack sided. Hey, Blue, don't you start.
That are reeling.
Don't you start.
And now it's a matter of the finishing blow.
One enemy remaining.
Asuna has that in space. Takes 0 damage from that encounter.
Jesus.
And that's a full house between him and Cryo.
Everybody just has the aim lock on. Timo, Cryo, Asuna are just going crazy.
I mean,
look at this shutdown. It's funny because there was so much talk. I mean, I remember myself included. We're watching 100 Thieves earlier in this year. We want to see Cryo go off in the Sentinel role. And of course, you're just going to lean into the thinking of, well, can we get this guy in chamber as much as possible? He is one of the all-time great oppers in Americas. But yet he is just fully leaned into this cypher. And as time has gone on, we are just watching him get better and better at it. To the extent where he can put the team on his back when they need him.
Maybe a little...
That's another really illuminating 0 point there from Jaw.
No, okay. I was wondering if they're going to try anything over towards A with the info.
Spotted 3 from 100 Thieves. They've pulled out of elbow now, and they might be considering testing the pit.
What are these guys planning? Force through?
Skirting around the edges for the time being, but this appears to
drone.
be a commitment from 100 Thieves. The Reckoning brought to bear by Bang. Leaf forced to play from the outside of this poison orb. Now this is dangerous. Stunned up as he tries to make his way in. Has to respect the relay bolts. And even in that pocket, we was looking to make some chaos happen.
No.
He was just a passenger.
What is happening, bro?
Draw down to that
Just
shot.
styling on him now.
What is going on?
I mean,
accidentally
it was a
styling
very
on him.
heavy moment. Look at all the X's on the map in that corner.
Looks disrespectful.
100 Thieves really understood the contingencies in that situation, though. The additional relay bolt, where that Viper could have gotten back in towards the pit, in towards Cubby. Leaf is red in that situation, and the double face undoes Trent. 1 versus 2. Valen. Can he give G2 a third? Brutal half for G2
crossfire.
returning to America's soil.
One smoke. If you can somehow get over towards the spike, it's winnable. Winnable.
How do you prevent this from utterly shattering your confidence? Valen has nothing to show there as a 10-2
It's
half
so nice to watch.
concludes.
It's a
100 Thieves
masterclass.
only give the pistol and then anti-eco up, and the rest of it is the smoothest
0
of sailing.
buy-ons for G2. Did they mess up with their ults for sure? Their ult management's awful.
Splits towards A. G2, no answers. No success on the retakes,
still
just
really
watching
nice to
100
watch,
Thieves getting in good post-plant positions, fighting together aggressively, and all the while, when that's going on, Cryo is just picking the perfect lurk timings. Catching off the rotators, knowing when it's a good time to take an isolated duel as well. He has just been phenomenal.
We've got a quick break in the works here. Unlikely it's going to be enough for G2 to bounce back from that. They've got to get their heads on straight if they want to make it a competitive breeze. Stick around and see if that's the case or if we're quickly going to get ourselves off the
in great
sunsets.
form. It feels like the whole team's in good form, man. They took a lot of bold peaks, but it instantly melted everyone.
How I ended up here. It all started when I got to the FIFA World Cup, and wow, thousands of Verizon customers.
Oh, you got the free Verizon tickets too?
No, I'm with amazing seats.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And even pitch side access.
Are you? David Beckham, a Verizon customer.
This used to be for players. Now it's for Verizon customers. No one gets you closer. Only on Verizon.
Are G2 locked in for champs? Oh, I don't think so, mate. It's a great thing to do in the break. Where are we? Champ points. A little look at Americas. Are G2 locked in? Are they locked in? Lev would have to fail. NRG would have to do incredibly well and at the same time kind of fail. Have to do well early. And then G2 would have to flop the whole way. They're probably going to be alright, let's be honest. But it's possible. There's a world.
Into a smoke at the end of that
What's
last
this
round.
Doom Bros masterclass? Yeah, he's pissing me off, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Valorant capitulated with at the end of a brutal defense side for G2. Now with the margins razor thin on Breeze, he has to call a hell of attack side half to get his team back in this game.
Against 100 Thieves that, off that trophy lift, have come back to Americas with the confidence and the fire that a tournament win like that provides. So far, haven't skipped a beat. They just have to close
Reverend,
out on
thanks so
defense.
much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 10
rounds
months.
away from victory on their own map pick.
England are 3 now.
Mostly an open
Mate,
B site here.
chat.
It's just Cryo
This
playing off
third
the back, and
place
I'm sure he'll
thing,
be
it's who wants it more. It's like a Valorant
buy
off-season
some time and
tournament.
maybe take a frag.
It's whoever wants it more.
Love to be a Cypher when those trips come up just a little bit faster.
Not even
with
worth
the
looking at.
highlight.
Yeah.
It's a Mickey
Jaw
Mouse.
here just trying to block off any push here. There's an intuition of a timing from G2 that 100 Thieves might try and come at them. Arsene is down. Jaw with a quick flash off this. Cryo caught unaware. That's a great little one-piece here in the midst of this fight. Bang's been able to get pretty deep onto the site though now with this cove up. It gives it a tap.
Okay.
He's going to force Jaw out of hiding out in the
Wait.
open, in fact. And Bang's able to
That's at
bring him
least
down.
half.
The numbers favoring 100 Thieves, and we get a defuse in progress right now. It gets to half. Bang
That's
needs
like
help.
that's an incredibly good
Thor is
try
not quite
considering
quick
the
enough.
situation. The fact that
Kind of
that's even
situation where
slightly
that
doable
code
is mad.
thrives. G2 know
Double
all
pistol for
about.
G2.
It is funny to see them
They're not playing Harbor
after
anymore.
playing so much Harbor.
Is
on
anyone
every
a
map,
believer? We saw something
not
similar to
playing
this
it on
today.
The best Harbor map.
The culprit is in chat. I
Completely
don't want to
moving
say
away
his
from
name.
it. Able to get the second pistol though.
One of
and
many
it
culprits.
obviously
I don't want to
goes
single him
without
out.
saying, but they needed that to stay in the game, Mitch. Hate to state the obvious, but a little bit necessary.
It
Good round from them.
would be disappointing to see us
Zero belief.
move on to Sunset without Valen's rebuttal to Vora's attack side calling. I want to see some really inventive mid-rounding here. Baby Bay though wants to make it happen early on in the piece. It's the fast lane. Jaw's able to peer in though from main. That's nice. Big stack here towards double door. And Arsenal's going looking towards A main. Trent though is ready for him. Just
Ooh.
blows him up. Now Cryo might be one and done at best here. Unfortunately, not even that.
One enemy remaining.
I know the double initiator remains out of vogue. We've seen great util from both initiators in these first 2 rounds on the G2 attack.
Calculated the prime. Appreciate the 15 months.
Those pop flashes that Jaw was
Didn't 100 Thieves own NRG and EWC Grand Final on Sunset? Yeah, but NRG's worst map back in the day, with at least the core of the same foreign coach, was Sunset / Bind.
Trent really wants to take the chaos
And
of Timo and Arsenal, and
they've been playing a lot of events.
He wants to
And
eliminate
didn't really have time to look at it, whereas 100 Thieves were respectfully sitting at home practicing.
Phenomenal year.
Chasey with the prime. Appreciate the 3 months.
2026.
Nice.
Oh my God!
I mean, little cast a curse there, but it is tough to.
Oh, what are you? I mean, what are you supposed to do about that? I mean, it's just ridiculous peak, ridiculous shot.
We were seeing this on the attack side though, as well, from 100 Thieves.
My bad, bro. That's on me.
Here's the walkout. Notice the trip there, close by. Timo though gets caught unawares.
Oh, the rat cage, man. Holy. The actual rat cage.
G2 are back.
Little tuck in the cage from Cryo there is crazy. All right, 3-on-3 retake.
The Acre cage.
100 Thieves couldn't find success in this situation on the pistol, but now that Asuna has been able to catch Leaf on that late backstab,
Cove, so they kind of have to fight. It's a fine idea, though. Like, it's a fine idea they actually do the right thing.
The
But
timing they're great for Arsenal
it's just an aim diff right now.
Yeah, you see these guys are looking for a chance to take a duel. And so they should. But right now, 100 Thieves in that metric are dominating this matchup.
it's just the anti-bonus, though. And we're looking at a G2 on their full buy who are going to have the null command for Jaw, who's gotten that up very early.
Nice!
There's a lot of significance, though, on this game. I also think with the next map being G2's choice, it's Sunset. We've liked what we've seen from 100 Thieves on that map. It doesn't feel like G2 have a map veto here that gives them a huge leg up in any of these maps.
It's not fully done yet.
I wasn't really over the moon about their performance against Nongshim at EWC.
Yeah, feels like they
still had a timeout for the whole first half. That's yeah, that's also a very good point.
Little break for them. They've taken their Sunset to the next level. Regardless, though, Josh has no intentions of giving 100 Thieves an easy win here on Breeze, despite the deficit. Calls in the timeout. Obviously knows the value of this round. It's essentially the match.
What should I say in the timeout? Right, Squid. Not sure. Not sure it's as simple as that. I don't think you can go cookie cutter and just go, right, should I use speech 1 or should I use speech 9 today?
And run it out through main behind that.
It's normally about what's going on.
See if there's something more subtle to it. But honestly, G2 might feel like going back to brass tacks could benefit them. And with noses up against the barrier,
AK Tony with the prime. Appreciate the 4 months. Your speech 9 is so good. I mean, then go for speech 9.
Of course, 100 Thieves on the defense. They know that null command is coming, so they have the trip set up on B. Send the Cypher over towards the A side.
They're playing so far back off the map here. Okay, so they signal an A split at the start of this round.
Cryo has to lock it down with just the gun if they go into A.
He's ready for it. Look at him with that positioning. The step 2, a bit of virtual high-low setup there in place for G2, allows them to win it out. Baby slides
nice
through. He gets a trade
they
for
picked the right side on this one as well. B was fully stacked into it. It's a bit of a wrong read from 100 Thieves. If they were doing this, should they been... Let's wait, I guess.
Caught on this lurk.
I was going to say, should they have been playing like full retake over towards A with just how weak it was? Probably.
Forced back to an extent from Baby Bay going down that 1-for-1 moment.
Holding double door for G2 is so important in this round.
It's mad the deals they win.
Look how it has slowed them down. They've come to a screeching halt. They're trying to smoke that cross, and Timo does not care. Jogamo gets his face blown off through the nebula, and bang, lands the finisher.
Felt like a moment of hesitation there from G2, maybe trying to get Leaf in a better position.
Hello, mate. The schedule's been fine, but I've been taking the second Americas off.
Being acquiesced. 100 Thieves
I'm out here
part-timing. Willing to just get right back into backside, and what a play from their IGL4.
Oh my god. That moment there,
so
that's
nice.
dead stop from G2 for me is emblematic of their issues right now. They're just
No
the
NRG,
calls and
MIBR. No, I'm
decisive
probably
doesn't
watching
come
that
through.
today. Especially if we're doing,
Losing
especially if we're
mid,
speed running
really
this
hurt.
game, we're definitely watching.
Last chance saloon for G2. It's a really slow start with no interest about mid control, no attempt for the split.
Worse than a stomp.
They take note of
Worse
this.
than a 13-0, 13-4, losing double pistol.
On this A side. Arsenal wants to explore and is punished for it. Leaf's going to hold the angle there with the Guardian and Bang will
I
try
get where
and
you're coming
slow
from.
them
Honestly,
down a little bit with his high tide.
within the
Takes him down
team,
yet
sure,
again.
it might actually
Huge
be
pick off
worth.
for Bora, who was brought
But
in
will
after
anyone
quiet start
remember a
to the round.
13-4? No. Will people
Bang's got
remember a
it here.
13-0?
Oh, too
For
easy.
sure.
They line up for him. And he gets
Mate,
to
they're
13.
just making
Cove on the
plays
plant
after
location. Trent
plays.
is in trouble.
We're aim
Has to
diffing
find his way,
everyone.
kicking
Oops.
and screaming out of this, and a spray through the Cove is just
at
what
him
he
go,
needed.
man.
But it's so far from
G2
enough.
didn't win a single buy round. They won double
Thieves.
pistol. Those are the only 4.
Riding high, coming
Pistol,
back into
pistol,
Americas.
Antico.
Show us they haven't missed a beat.
Incredible look from them on their map pick, playing this comp that they've developed, brought to the forefront. They understand
it's
the
really impressive.
identity that they have as a team. It really does go back to just some of those switches. Austin on the secondary duelist, Timo on the primary duelist, Cryo just locked in on this Cypher. Another star-level performance from him. 100 Thieves look incredible on their pick.
The last time these two teams played, the first map was the 13-4 as well, but it was in G2's favor on 100 Thieves' pick of Pearl. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and right now 100 Thieves seem to have the upper hand, but we've still got a whole series to come, so don't go too far. It's G2 versus 100 Thieves in a best of 3.
Thoughts on the Paper X Ascent comp? I like the I like some of the mix theory. I get it. Do I think it has any legs and they'll run it in a game that is like a must-win for them? No. But I like the theory. It was fun. And we didn't really get to see much of their after plant A stuff as well.
That's me.
4-0. It's 4-0. Mate, are France just kicking it in their own net?
Wow, thousands of Verizon customers.
Oh, you got the free Verizon tickets too?
Honestly, I respect the no attempt.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And even pitch side access.
Are you? David Beckham, a Verizon customer.
Okay, I'll be back in a little bit, chat.
This used to be for players. Now it's for Verizon customers.
They look like they don't care at all. Hey, I wouldn't.
Only on Verizon.
I don't blame them. G2 have as many goals as England have as many goals as G2 rounds. Holy. Okay, that was a good one. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Take me all the way, don't make me
This is dangerous 2v2. The op is something you've got to respect. But Trent is unbothered.
They're going to try to push this to make sure none of these guns can be recovered. Nicely done. Timotino gets a lot of damage down.
It doesn't matter who you're going against when you are controlling the game, and you can tell that was the story for Breeze for 100 Thieves. So the 13-4 win against G2 NBS. The team has been looking incredible recently in Paris and in this opening matchup against G2. But when things are going so well, how do you make sure that you're still looking at those mistakes and making sure that there's always things to improve and always a team that is trying to get better?
So the first thing I said to the guys once we got back from Paris was that getting to the top is hard, but staying on top is harder. I know that from experience. So the main thing for us right now is to make sure all the systems that we had leading to Paris are in place. We're still working as hard as we did, and even if I think chances to win 2 majors in a row is very hard, odds are against us, and that means we need to work even harder to get to champs and then hopefully do well there as well. So it's just about staying humble, doing our jobs, and yeah, chipping in at every point of the way from everyone. I think the guys are in amazing form. I want to give big props to Dumros. He's been sick, but he's been doing really good preparation for G2 match as well, and that easily won us like a couple of rounds for sure.
Absolutely. The players are always praising you guys, and I mean, it seems like you're all clicking together, so best of luck for map 2.
All right, so we decided to mix things up a little bit, have some fun with this, and come out to the crowd, be amongst the people, be amongst you beautiful folks, right? Yeah, hello? Hola? Hola, thank you so much. All right, and when we have a guest here who's actually co-streaming in the building right now, it's Temit in the house, folks. Give it up for Temit, everyone! Now, my friend, we just saw 100 Thieves come out the gate swinging on Breeze. They look good. Are you as optimistic on 100 Thieves as we were coming into this matchup?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is like the best version of 100 Thieves we've ever seen. I mean, they came off that win with EWC, right? They look really, really good.
Yeah, no, they look fantastic. Now, Mel told me that you are quite proficient with the neon.
Say the least.
Yeah, it is, you know, like, say the least. You know, some say the words would be one trick. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to be that guy.
I may have like a few thousand hours on neon, but it's only a little bit.
Thousand, okay. Yeah. All right, so that being said, how would you rate the neon gameplay and what we're seeing right now?
Yeah, I mean, Timotino looked really good out there. I think it is kind of crazy having Baby Bay on the neon instead of Jogamo on G2.
Yeah.
Because Jogamo's been cooking on the neon back in the day, right? But yeah, they look really good out there.
No, of course.
I wanted to ask you, after you wrote the obituary for neon after the nerf, I wanted to ask, like, what are your thoughts now? We're a while away from the nerf, and you're watching these teams play. What comes to your mind now?
Was it overreacting a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, so like, a little bit of backstory on that, right? I was in Korea at the time, and they disabled Neon, and I was doing a challenge. So I'm across the world trying to play Neon, and they disable her. And I come back, and I have to play the new version. It is, I say I would probably overact a little bit. I mean, she's still really good, right? As you can see, you can still get really good use out of her.
Yeah.
Her slide is still amazing, right? But the main thing is just like the movement, right? Jumping around the air, you can't really do that anymore, but you can definitely still make her good, and I think she's still in a good spot, right? I still enjoy it.
It's just mostly because they're messing with your content.
Yeah.
That's really what it boils down to, you know? Don't mess up with his stuff, you know?
It's my job.
Exactly. Now, let's look ahead here, right? Because we're going to be taking a trip over to Sunset, Mel, and this is going to be an opportunity for G2 to fight back, but it's looking a little dicey right now out there. They were only able to get, what, 4 or 5 rounds from that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty brief affair, all things considered, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it in terms of you think Sunset is a Neon map, because we've seen her play there before.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Sunset is probably Neon's best map, especially with Timotino. He's looked really good. I'm excited to see it for map 2. I hope G2, though, can come back and we get a nice little map 3, but...
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, we're really curious to see if G2 can bring this one back. We're going to talk more with Temit, but for now, let's send it down over to Dryad. She had an opportunity to catch up with the coach of G2, Josh RT.
G2 was struggling a little bit in that map 1, but throughout this year, Josh RT, we've seen a lot of changes for the team. A scenario where Baby Babe was playing on that Sentinel role, was playing that secondary duelist, and now is the primary duelist. Do you think the lack of success in some of these series comes from the lack of identity that G2 has been having?
I wouldn't say that's the case. I think we're just going back to pre-Santiago roles. we just made a decision after London that like we should try to go back to that. I think it felt more comfortable, and it's more of a focus on team dynamics here, and we thought that was the best way for us to play. The series so far right now is mainly came down to some indecisive moments, and honestly, the 100 Thieves are playing really, really well. We worked on Breeze, and we still didn't execute the way we wanted to. And once you give 100 Thieves that room to go, and they'll just go. So, yeah, we'll try to do a lot better here. I think it's more about being intentional with our actions and just deciding, and that'll be the main thing for us here.
Do you feel like the team fully reset going into this map too?
I hope so. I mean, I felt like I talked to them a lot here, and I just trying to inspire some confidence. Like, hey, it's just the same game. It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to our map pick. They won theirs. We're just going to take this home after that.
All right, best of luck. Thank you.
And of course, G2 Esports needs to find another gear if they want to force this series to Haven. As you see, Sunset is going to be coming up here. We were talking earlier with Temit about what we should be expecting here, and Temit, want to revisit that again. Sunset, the map itself. Do you feel good about what you're seeing from 100 Thieves on their Neon play versus what you were seeing from G2?
Yeah, with like Timotino running it down, they went A-side every single round on Breeze. And especially with a map like Sunset, getting control of that B main lane is so important. So we're going to see that going into the map too.
Yeah, what util do you think makes Neon so strong on this map? Like, what are your set plays, if you don't mind just leaking to all of us?
For sure.
Not just so I can use it against you in ranked.
Yeah, I definitely think, especially with the Neon Sun, it bounces off the wall, you're able to instantly take care of that lane on B side. And also having that Omen blind as well, super huge on this map.
Hey, well, Temit, I want to thank you so much for your time, my man. Appreciate you guys. Riot Games Arena, give it up for Temit, please, if you don't mind. And we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're jumping right back into the action. We'll see you in a few.
What do you think about G2? You gonna ask me what I think about G2 after a game where they won no buy runs? Come on now. How was map 1? Wait, you working with the other guy? You guys just trying to word it differently? That's exactly why we ask. Not going great. I mean, I think they're struggling with identity, and I mean, I didn't realize their champ points were this good, to be honest. Maybe time isn't as much of an issue as I thought.
The championship
but they do have to eventually
returned
solve it.
with the trophy from Paris. But just as NBS said at that coach interview in the break, it's one thing to get to the top. It's another thing to stay there. It's something we said that Jordan
100 Thieves is the current moment the best team in the world.
3 years
No, because Lev still look good though. But that was a very high level Breeze, man.
That quote though, a testament.
Like they would beat a lot
G2
of teams
have
with that
displayed
Breeze,
over the
maybe
years in
everyone.
America's 4-time stage champions. And that's why this 100 Thieves form against them is so
This is a
remarkable.
good comp for G2 right here though.
Because this doesn't happen to G2 on this stage. It never happens. But can 100 Thieves close it out? They're an 0-5 record.
What's better on this map, the Sage
over the last
or a
2
Phoenix?
years to the day? Will this finally be the moment where they can break through this glass ceiling, one that's kept them from qualifying for Masters events, champion events?
This feels like to me the only
Do they have
thing that stands in their way before people are convinced that they are the real deal. Yeah, I mean, when you
It
go
was
over
Sky?
important, but Leviathan weren't
Sky
there,
over
for example,
Sova?
right? There were some notable omissions from that tournament.
What are they ever going to do if
It's
they
about
go up
getting
against the
done here in
Cypher?
America's
Wait, they're going up
to
against the
be
Cypher.
champs. You need
Wait,
to
they're
turn
in
up
trouble.
here in stage 2.
How's it taken
So
me
it started well.
this long
It's about how they
to
finish.
connect the dots?
And no matter
How
which
did
way
they break
you
the
slice
Cypher,
it,
Ito?
100 Thieves at EWC, yeah, Lev weren't there, but they still beat the Santiago winners in Nongshim to get that victory. They beat the champions winners in NRG to get that trophy. So they deserve all the respect that they're getting.
Why would you go
that
for Sky on this
accomplishment.
one?
It's now or never for G2 to bounce back on their map pick of Sunset.
And this is a move for G2 back to something that feels like a better fit for them, right? Baby Bay's on the chamber.
This one for me feels a little weird.
Baby Bay on that chamber historically on the G2
With
team.
G2 at EWC, they were, right?
That's when
Did they,
he's been at his
they got
best.
wrecked?
Either that or the Vice.
Yep.
The chamber is the agent where he's had those real takeover games though, opping.
We'd be remiss though if we didn't highlight Cryo
They got
as
grouped.
someone once again to watch on
They got
this map.
grouped, so then they had a little bit
Cypher's
water
been-
shot.
Oh my god!
I mean, he is full blind, but it's just the timing. Yeah, it feels weird to like have this much time, know that you're going up against the Cypher, and then have a comp that really struggles against the Cypher.
Right on time, too.
Well, lucky for them, there's no one behind all of that. Or so dead.
Something shock dart, cute, but no real purchase.
Wait, where did the shock felt like it did no damage?
So now we've got Boba control, and Babybase found yet another one with the Headhunter. Cryo is stayed well and truly out of the conflict for the time being, but he will have to commit something now. Body on the line, and is not able to check for Valen, who was waiting for him. 100 Thieves walk straight in. G2's pistols have been bloody good this series. It's what comes after them that we have to question. So far,
yeah,
though,
another pistol, 3-0.
good start to their map pick.
The double stack on the wall was crazy. A cool pistol round strat, though, and a strat that's repeatable that you'll see from the Sage teams on this map using, where you can go for that market split, but because of the wall, cut off the spawn rotate, and completely encircle any B-side anchor. It's a really cool way to use that Sage.
Cry got info about the market presence, but
full eco on this one.
Into a site that was already stacked.
Babybait's got the eco farmer.
Good opener for Babybait. It's afforded him this outlaw in round 2.
And you know, in a way, if there's any player
using
that
trip
you want to
on this.
On G2,
wait,
when they're looking down and
they might be pretty drilled on this.
Start to give them
they just did a trip that is close to try and get info if anyone's going to get the orb, but they don't have a second layer of it. But they now know that someone's on the left.
And get everybody else excited.
This is it's an anti-eco that is just in case they're going to farm. Mate, the confidence levels, it's so sick to watch. They're so confident, it's awesome.
And Leaf is the one that's really probing here. The one player getting most active for G2. Arsenal's going to walk straight into this now, and this is going to raise some alarm bells. Jaw as well, holding things down over on the A side of the map now. Who knows where G2 could come from? But this is still tight. Cryo's got that outlaw to hand.
Uncomfortable territory for Trent, who is not at full armor. One shotable by Cryo, but so ready for that.
Very nice. That's actually a good sign for G2. I know this was like a little close in terms of damage, but I'm telling you, the trip anti-eco makes a lot of sense. And I think that's the only round you see it on, which means they're drilled on this map.
Arsenal leaping and bounding up and taking that fight against Babybay surprised him.
Like you said, in this series, G2, no problem winning the pistol rounds. This is where the challenge
the trip to see if Phoenix is going to be farming or not. Unless he insta-drops. No, dropping the trip behind now. Okay.
Win here would mean so much to them.
Yeah, I have a bit of, honestly, after seeing that, I have a bit of faith for G2 in this map.
Arsenal gets himself one step closer to a run it back.
Still worried that they can't break any trips.
Making some noise here inside.
But it is a little criminal that Cryo only has one trip into this, unless I missed where the other one went.
What they could glean in mid. I mean, a really passive positioning for Valen on that A side.
I just wanted to see if there was some util to be drawn out, close trip to be broken. But really the way that Cypher plays on the map after the last changes, kind of passive for info. But here's Timo down mid. Leaf doesn't intend on challenging.
Denying access to
50
tiles
seconds on this.
Here for G2. This is going to put Arsenal very quickly on that A side, though. Still no commitment. Jaw finally getting some util teased out of 100 Thieves, though.
G2 did pretty good, though, right? Pressure over towards A. Create the question mark. Well,
tough
know
to
for sure the two have to be here because of the two lanes.
Held line there for Timo. Takes the Sage out of the equation. Now the post plant gets a bit trickier for G2. Cryo waiting for this one.
Oh,
it's a one-way.
Look at that
G2
one-way.
soon to forget.
A little too late on the time hits. Had to send it through the one-way.
Everywhere. Babybay's got 5 paltry points of health left to work with. And Per slips as he knows he needs to try and get out of here alive. That is a tall order.
Okay, very nice. Phoenix all online as well.
And there it is.
It's starting a little similar to the first one, but
their fortunes flip. And Cry just has the standard
still made a lot of sense what G2 did
up
here.
In market ruins them.
Made a lot of sense. They should probably wait out this one way. But they committed, and at least all three committed.
Form has has not eased up on Sunset. Great little transfer onto Trent.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the Terminator, bro, just standing in the middle of the open mid.
That is where Timo thrives, though. He has been a first blood menace in this series.
G2 a lot faster on this. They want to get A side
70,
control.
80 seconds into the round, though.
Well, that recon was good,
G2
though.
look indecisive, unsure of themselves. They're dithering.
How far does Timo want to push this?
For passing to re-clear over towards A.
Gets the ping. Doesn't want to challenge haphazardly.
This looks more decisive from G2. Look at them.
The best thing G2 can do on this, once they realize they're re-clearing over towards A, maybe they know that's what they do with numbers.
Because of the Sage Wall being relevant
It's great from Cryo. Good reaction from him to push over towards B main.
The awareness to get into B main and control that part of the map. Asuna almost with the catch. Unable to get anything.
Didn't see the guy close.
Fine. No overcommitment though, of course, and that ultimate Baby Bay has to rendezvous out. And actually puts him bottom mid. Such a weird spot for him to end up back in. And Vora's not ready for it. Flashy for Cryo! He'll still spray for it. Ends up being a one and done. Bang is pretty deep now. Oh, golden opportunity! Goes begging! And all of a sudden, 100 Thieves have got the players now to work with. Bang on the corner, Lee's going to be able to sniff him out, snuff him out, but there's a spike loose. That needs to be addressed. 25 seconds, and he silently scoops it up. Baby Bay covering him here, in theory, from B main, and Asuna is low. But as a flash, doesn't need it.
Baby Bay missed. No time on the plant.
Slides into
They just got a delay.
And Baby Bay now is without options, without recourse, and without teammates on the
And
map.
when he goes for the plant, Asuna runs at him.
Nothing to do but to go for it here. Gives it a tap and hopes for an exit, but buddy, this could be rough. Timo
They played
takes the
so
gut
well.
shot, but there's no plan.
Big miss from Baby Bay.
G2.
Must hit shot.
That is such an Asuna moment. Shades of Reyna on Icebox type activity. Just the crazy jump kills. That is his hallmark.
The only thing missing was a rope for him to be on.
You called it though. There was some more decisive maneuvering from G2 in that round. I love a mid-split like that. Cryo responds to well by getting in B main. A little unfortunate that he gets one blinded up for G2. But that really does just come down to the heroics. That is obscene from Asuna.
Jogamo, pressure, flash, Timo, always asking for more. And there's just not an answer from G2 this time.
I don't get it. Maybe they missed the recon? They didn't miss the recon, then I don't understand it.
Low on the weaponry. Not a lot of options for G2. 100 Thieves would love to stabilize on a round like this, given where their money is at. Begin to build that economy up.
There's some conditioning from the previous round here. G2 smoked that top mid, drew a player off of the A side for 100 Thieves. And that's a
Lose
big
over
kill
towards
for
A
Joel.
control, insta drone over towards middle.
No stall util behind that
Maybe
open anymore.
rotate can
Timo
go
is
out and they can
not
rotate
pretty
free middle.
obvious out here.
Oh
It's
my god, he's
telegraphed, and
melting
still
them.
It doesn't matter.
He's still going for more.
coming.
16
They just don't
HP, and Valen hasn't managed to hit a
They
bullet
just got
on him.
lit up.
He
But a
just melted
Timotino
everyone.
ace.
This guy just has no fear. No fear at all.
I'm sorry.
Knows as well that in this situation, that is way better than any
Look how he never
anyone
stops
on
moving,
G2
though.
has
It's so
in that
good.
Fight. He can just slide back and forth, hold down mouse one. LG for 4, just that easy.
I have to say it,
He was
especially because this
telegraphed
week I
as well.
saw
Timo
someone
almost
crouch.
looked like he was trapped there.
Makes
Stay
me wonder
still.
why this guy wasn't on
With the
on
ult.
at the beginning. But hey, 100 Thieves, they figured it out right on time. It's all good.
It was good to just see him go for it. It's a
Now just
birthday
picked
ace.
up,
Damn.
switched over to that operator. Something Dre would love to have, but can't afford.
They haven't lost a buy round
And we're
yet.
seeing this every round off rip. That one flash from Asuna.
Double kill
disrupts a
trip
hell
over
of a line
to
from a
wait.
G2 player
They might even be going here as well.
100
They
Thieves
got a
are
res.
so
Any plan
willing
for
to
the
go
res?
these little jiggle peak fights. They're relentless with it. And in terms of the gunplay right now, it's 100 Thieves ahead. But res comes into play. Look at the setup from Cryo. Just
Yeah, the
expecting
double
this
cage
market
is
pivot. Has
deadly,
been sitting
man.
here
Sorry,
with a
double trip.
The jungle gym Forge needs to hold this nerve here. There's the
The
one way.
one way again, and Leaf
Yeah,
almost
and they
gets
broke
caught
the.
too.
Oh no, they didn't even break the first
Still
trip.
there. And
God,
then
they
Timo
get
just
it.
holding an angle in mid yet again.
Oh
Wants to
yeah,
push.
lunatic.
That is ridiculous.
I get it's your
Extra
birthday, mate, but
seconds.
come on now.
We cannot be doing that. Versus enough for you.
That is ridiculous. Fora, post up. Four! It's back-to-back aces for 100 Thieves.
They're just taking turns.
Line him up and
Outrageous,
they'll knock
man.
him down.
Did he, did he take the piss out of the Bardov quote as well?
That was
psychic damage.
A little ridiculous. There is unbelievable, mental damage on the side of G2.
Huge.
The back-to-back aces, the context of this game.
Nice, it's all in a line. What are they doing?
Thieves couldn't be feeling better. On top of the world. On top of the world. First tournament win in years. First match in Americas. Playing like this. The confidence in all 5 of them that they got from that tournament win, it's just palpable. You're watching it in every moment.
I mean, what are you meant to say in this timeout if you're 100 Thieves?
Well, you know what? That's okay. He gets one. He gets one, but I think in this G2 timeout, MBS, honestly, great time to tell them to relax. Listen, we're playing.
Who wants the ace next? Yeah.
This is how
His
you
turn is
throw
the
a
next.
game away when you go for the slide off.
And obviously, I think Paris changed how the world saw 100 Thieves. But I think beating their high school bully, the nemesis for Americas, might change how they see themselves well and truly. That's a level of self-belief that doesn't dissipate. 19 years of age and absolutely tearing them to shreds.
Force them down to an
Good
eco.
birthday ace, we'd love to see it.
19. He's a beast, man. He's going to be great.
There was a
He
moment
already
where
is great.
Josh
He's going to do
called
great
a
things.
Timeout pretty early on a round where G2 had a lower buy and some ultimates to work with, and they did opt into using a couple of them to try to get that round on the board.
Spent 2 of them.
Similar again. It was an overdrive in that instance too.
And a Cosmic Divide.
Almost done.
This time, yeah.
Big mess.
Oh, the
Oh, we
aforementioned
didn't have enough fuel
overdrive,
to send
somehow
it.
Jaw gets out of that one scot-free. Hunter's Fury committed by 4.
Oh,
He's
he's
already
ulting the
gleaned
toes.
here.
Oh, he's actually ulting the toes
Okay.
and he's hitting the
Big
toes.
damage. Hell of a lot of damage. G2, funny enough, they do have the double healer comp, so they can get the health back.
Timo's going to be
Uh-oh.
this ace height with an op, of all things.
We're
This
getting
is the moments
punished.
that Baby Bay has been finding with consistency on
Saw
attack.
They're making mistakes.
Yeah, catching those rotates, really nice.
I've got your trail.
Timo's on the creep up here, knows that his Seekers are a bit of an issue. Can he get across behind him? Surely not! He swings on
Oh
it!
my,
Another would have
imagine.
been too ridiculous.
Give him time, he gets
Jordan
that.
was low for us, stunned up entirely. The flash really did him in, and Bang's got far too much to shoot at. Cryo, can he right the wrongs?
Spike planted.
Trent's gotten the op to hand now, a 1 versus 3 for your EWC
Yeah, and
MVP.
Baby Bay gets that.
Not enough.
So maybe in the timeout they needed to
Nice
talk about
catch
the
on that rotate
making,
we talked about
like
with
the
Baby
game's
Bay,
not
but
done.
honestly,
Because
it kinda felt
Timotina
like a
round
moment
before
again
did
where
do
Timo
that
was
slide
trying
out
to
and it was a
get
little
lot
bold.
accomplished in that
And
situation.
then Asuna goes
Getting
hunting against the
secured
eco
while he
with the
has
gun on his
op,
own.
Commits to the fight. It's nuts that he almost got a lineup to 2K. He was so close to it. But then he's sliding out to try to get the ob kill again. It is kind of crazy. You might be doing a little bit too much. You don't want to give G2 any inroads.
But here's the situation that where G2 do make the call to use some of those ultimates on
First
Thrifty
buy round
and turn it into a round
on the board. Adderall with the prime, thanks. So,
Austin killed Baby Bay with the Molly in B main.
did he just walk back
Was
into it? Because he was dodging it at one point.
Oh, wow.
Adderall, thanks so much for the 10 months, man. Appreciate the prime.
insane util combo.
And that was Baby Bay
Have a
bringing that op in from the
personal
last round. Ready to
favorite
use that.
VCT
You know he
moment
loves
highlight.
opping on attack.
I really,
That was honestly
for some reason, the artist,
big
you know, the
reason for
artist
so
clutch on
much
Ascent,
G2
that
success
really is
since
like
he
one of my
joined
favorite
the
moments,
roster.
man.
It's off angle.
Also, It's the Spike in Heaven was good.
Just playing contact at the extremities with an op. That's where Timo's been trying to be the last couple of rounds, and this time he's not trapped. He's low, yes, but he's got 21 more points of health than he really needs. Okay, also trying to flash himself out there.
Yeah, wants to take a timing. Support from the team not really there to be able
Guys,
to
he's
flood,
so
but
far.
this is just everything. For Bang, he gets spotted, but it doesn't matter!
Dude, Leaf took so
How
long
is
to
he
kill him
allowed
on
to get
this.
two? How?
A kill that would normally be instant just takes like,
Ridiculous.
what, 3 seconds?
It took too long to come together for G2, and 100 Thieves already had that mid-control,
The
allowing
moment
for
you
a
like
quick
as a
flank.
coach, just any moment where I anti people,
That's
man.
awesome at going in there a little
That's the
bit
best
early.
feeling as a
Couldn't
coach.
get help
We
from
call
Timo
exactly what's going to
realistically.
happen, it
He has that
happens.
op.
And you have
Oh,
good
no.
anti for it.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
tough. That's
rough.
just unlucky.
That's really rough. You not just jump to that.
Oh, and he gave them a shot at it as well.
Crew, any crew game? Yeah, any crew game.
2 rounds is the gap now.
They're good. They're good ones.
Tried to fight back with that ult round.
Bye, just cobbled together by them. All right, Dre wants to play with a bit of a vengeance after the way he went down in the last round. Time to get involved.
Bang! Oh. Looking for another multi-kill, but it doesn't pan out.
The kind of anchoring positions he thrives in. Wow, the flash doesn't connect. Vora can tuck backside, wait for help. Teemo fast to get there.
Patience for her. Here's the walkout. Vora doesn't quite have that backup there. The Sage Wall also is going to break this up to a degree. The fast lane's an interesting quirk here, though. Okay, Teemo. Vora getting the most done with very little health, and now it's on Leaf. Can he salvage another round for G2? Spotted on the cross, pinged out.
They gotta chill, it's losable.
The options are starting to run dry.
Dude, where's the aim at?
Double face would have been there
where's
either
my
way
aim
for
at?
100 Thieves, and they've extended their lead to 3.
It's just like a super confident team against an insanely unconfident team right now. They need to find their confidence.
Yeah, because he was just a bit out of
Amazing Runa, thanks so much for the
prime.
Thank you for that as well.
Yeah, he sees it coming, kind of sidesteps it a little bit by going forward, gets that first, and then just being able to tuck back sight. Such a nuisance to try to root a player out of that position.
The push here wasn't bad, I was just worried that it was just insanely losable.
I want to see what the early round looks like for 100 Thieves on A, because Arsenal throwing a flash around that corner is getting read into now.
Leaf should probably go res anyway, right? Maybe it wasn't. I'd have to watch it again.
Tiles push is really dangerous.
B wins with the tier 1. Appreciate the 13 months. He's also just missing so much.
Vora is dominating on, and Teemo dominated someone on.
Don't do it, Teemo. For God's sake, look at what they're going for.
The Cypher util's on the B side.
Who 100 Thieves do you want to go up against right now? Absolutely no one.
Running back time. Arsenal has one of his own. Pops it. Big pings though
Ooh,
in mid,
big
and
kill
Vora
from
maybe
Baby
gets a
Bay.
bit ahead of it.
They're the ones that they gotta hit.
Still contact up inside
the
market
hell?
could get at least a
Wait,
kill.
that's a busted wall.
Oh, these guys are fearless. Arsenal fighting around the wall.
The lurk up is crazy from Bang.
And Bang takes that space, finds the kill. Arsenal is just...
Oh my god.
God, he's just not giving up.
Plays wall to heal and to obscure his position.
My guy has an extra smoke for this if he gets the timing right.
The one way he was utilizing is now expired.
Honestly, it's pretty good for him, just in case it went over towards B. Wait, he wouldn't be able to reach B. Sure, he goes for that one. Kind of baits that he's not in this position. Ah, it's really smart. Fair play, man. He's actually way smarter than me.
That's 3 on the round for Bang. More than enough. Trent's has got to make something happen here. Some flashy footwork gets it the better of Arsenal, but he's short on time and now on health.
10 seconds left.
We're thinking garden variety swing here off this relay bolt from both the remaining 100 Thieves players. And Trent has to line them up, and hope to God it's his day.
It's just instant. Jesus. Bullzone with the tier 1. Appreciate the 5 months, mate.
2 rounds back to back. It's like the exact same ending.
I just don't think I'd have the time, mate, to be honest with you. Benmu, thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate that. Thank you so much as well.
It's just this lack of fear from 100 Thieves. And then they push you into an anchoring Bang. And anchoring, in my mind, has just always been that part of his arsenal that's at the very top.
But at the same time, that's the second round where he finds a mid-round lurk that gets a crucial kill. So he's not just sitting in a corner. We've seen 11 rounds of play so far, and 100 Thieves have been far and above the better team. G2 have won 0 gun rounds.
You want to play? Let's
just feels like this newfound confidence is exactly what 100 Thieves have always needed. And they've got it with this roster. Oh, Baby Bay, he's finding these openings. But the team just hasn't been able to fully capitalize off them just yet.
Here's the Seekers and Trailblazer.
It's a great stun.
Yeah,
people are getting unreal with neon stuns.
This B side. See, Cryo's really hoping to play off the trips he's got in market, but no one's given him that opportunity.
Oh, does the wall hit the Prana?
Yeah,
that was nice.
Ready to fight backside. He's all the way in playing off the wall of his
and
own
he got
to
back,
get in that space.
and he actually managed to get out here as well.
They're deep in the side already. Oh, okay, Valen. Good backstab timing there, and that should be enough.
And that is impossible.
Bang with a great 3K in the previous round, but in a 1v4, it's tough.
just all about Baby Bay. He is turning up on this map for real. Finding first bloods. It's this attack.
It's an eco, it doesn't count. Or you still saying only one buy round?
Thrives with
Sure.
G2. A team that always needed an AWPer historically. He's filled that role and filled it so
Ooh, that shot
well.
nice.
You know what they needed? They needed someone to bring the fire to G2 without burning their house down. And it feels like Baby Bay's been the vocal leader, the fearless, and you know, first into the site, bringing that emotional energy.
First one was an eco as well.
Continue to ask for more and more and more.
That's the same, no buy rounds. We're just taking it all. Honestly, I'm in for it. Good narrative.
Let's have a
This
listen
is got to
here.
count though.
What's the plan?
It's all been ruined, chat.
Dog and just look for it through short smoke. It's gonna expire. He's short. One short. One short. One smoke. One smoke. And flank. Short and flank. Got flank. Dre has flank. Go spawn. Sova flank.
I'm playing safe, guys.
Is he elbow on me?
No, no. Yo, short and flank.
Front after check. Front after check. Call it.
He jumped away. We're good. Can we move? Can we double spawn hold?
Yeah, go.
You guys are good.
Short's kind of a gap. I'll take this, okay?
Okay.
Yep, short.
It's like gap, turn around, yep.
You can flash short to buffer for Alex's play. Flash at 3, go. Dude, I think they...
He's on site.
Tap,
tap, tap.
I don't see it. Could be on. Alex gets first. Oh,
nice!
Go, Alex. Nice 4K. Come on, let's go.
Hey,
go,
good
Dre.
shit. Go.
Yeah, I mean, winnable.
You can flash here to buffer.
Okay, now it's
Good
the first
job,
buy round.
play off short. Nicely put together there.
Trent was sounding a little stressed in some of those situations.
Keeps them in the game when we get to this second half. So much credit to Baby Bay. Consistently putting up crucial kills, catching some rotators, getting first bloods. I think he's the MVP of this half, no doubt, for G2.
So good comms? Yeah, yeah.
And a sick
No, he was stressed about side as well, and they like called where everyone was, and he asked if there was elbows still.
Together, desperately needed. Maybe that's just enough confidence to carry over in this second half.
The pistols have been good so far from G2. Another one would be very timely. Coming back into our second half of Sunset, the G2 map pick, and so far, they're still in it, if just barely.
Be stressed as well. I mean, it just shouldn't be stressed though, right? It should sound... You meant to try... should replicate what you have in Prague. When you hear the stress in someone, it spreads. Doesn't feel like a 7-5. It doesn't feel like a 7-5. Yeah, 100 feet could have cut that one a little cleaner for sure. But it's still like a really good half. They lost pistol, they got 7. It's still like a great half. How did Liquid come back on Breeze? It was kind of nuts, man. There was some big clutches. And then after that clutch, Purpo just got unlimited confidence as well. I'll mute for the interview.
We were trying to implement it, so we were still like figuring out our identity going into the qualification matches for London. So afterwards, we kind of like realized, and then it made it really easy for EWC going forward. But yeah, we kind of realized right before playoffs, and it's just hard to switch, like a day or two before, the most important matches for the year. But yeah, I'm just happy that we made the switch for EWC, and it worked out really well.
Absolutely. I mean, more than just well, congratulations for that, and thank you.
Nice. Still music in the background? Yeah, but if we get copyright strikes, we can just flame Desp, so it's honestly a really worth trade. Like, you take that all day.
Off this sky, been able to turn some fights into G2's favor, but they still
A week modding the
two
gulag.
rounds.
Dude, that's a good mod punishment.
Round record so far in this series, though.
You've been messing about. I say, oh, by the way, I actually want kick chat moderated.
That half with 7 first kills on the attack chamber.
And you're in charge of it.
Outrageous stat. He is putting in the work for this G2 team. It's been a tumultuous last month or so. They want to bounce back.
Be quick. Leaf, though, has the wall as a reaction, at least to give himself an alcove to play from. The relay bomb might force him a bit wider from it than he would otherwise like, and a paranoia is going to make it hard to fight back. He just has util dumped on him.
Cryo looking for that backstab lurk timing, working out mid. We'll have to break the trip. G2 don't want to give any time for 100 Thieves to even get this spike down.
Jaw breaks in. Nice to see a little bit of impulse from Human. It's going to be on Cryo
the
late flank, but maybe a little.
They're great at pistols, though. You got to give it to them.
Gets the trip trigger, and Jaw's able to slide that corner. See Cryo now coming. Four from 4 pistol rounds, looking more likely than not at this stage. And it will be what catapults G2 back to an even scoreline potentially. Trent on site dealt with. Still plenty of time. 35 seconds for Cryo to string something magical together.
30
Baby Bay
seconds
spotted.
where they
I think
both
he
are.
also sees the Cypher coming. A double
Oh,
swing.
look at that jump out.
It's Baby Bay yet another up to 14.
Crazy little peek from Jaw. G2 get a really nice
Jump spin
back into that site. I think they got the little cue that
4-0 on the
Cryo
pistols.
walks into the trip. They realize there's a late flank guy, so the best opportunity is now an even numbers fight on the site together. So they just pop flash out with that Sky, play together as a unit, do a great job handling 100 Thieves, and yet another pistol round.
You can see how much every one of these rounds means. There are no inconsequential wins right now for G2.
That's the kind of energy you want to see from the other G2 players. That excitement from Valen.
Baby Bay's been the one to bring that up, but he's been quietly determined right now just to frag out. Can he get animated? Or is he too focused on the performance?
Is Asuna just going to try and get the other
Wall
orb?
gets broken up. But Leaf doesn't really
I kind of like
see
this from
anything else behind him.
100
Can't
Thieves.
even intuit how many
Why would you
players were
break
there.
the wall if you were just going to double orb default anyway? So they break the wall to create pressure, like they actually want to do something over towards B, or actually it's
Baby
just
Bay has
like
the outlaw, but is
mind
right
games
now
essentially.
rotating out of mid
It's
to
a great
very
skydive from Trent.
defensive position.
Read
Smokes
too well.
up mid makes him feel like that might have been a justified move. Timo's going to try and sell something here.
Yeah, just break that door.
Yeah, and after
really
breaking the
bold.
wall, you then one pass and fake here.
Rotate off
Yeah, what a nice round. Asuna shouldn't be leading here though.
So nice little three-piece. It's going to knock the wind out of 100 Thieves' sails.
Like the only small detail.
And all of a sudden, the focus shifts to Timo.
Because he's the one that should be farming. He's the one that should be
making some
baiting.
sort of inroads in this round. He'll get pushed on. Gotta have some respect. 19 years versus 30. And Trent gets us out of
Love
round
the idea
14.
though. The idea was cool. That team moved the 2-pass and
Dre just wants
hold
to
from A
keep that
off.
momentum
Like,
going, hunt for
it was a
another
1-pass
kill.
and he just went
Take
crazy.
a little bit of economic damage on account of it.
Dude, look at that kill on the Sova.
Maybe an
Poor
opportunity
guy.
for Jaw to get swarmed if he doesn't get it. First good shot off with the Guardian. They close the distance. Honestly, that's one of the weapons you kind of love to run into if you can with the pack sometimes, but it doesn't work out there.
So we've got an even game.
A
Bonus
chamber
round for
and a
G2, and they
stage.
still have
They
the
should
Outlaw.
lock this
Unfortunately,
down.
All armor for 100 Thieves.
Double duelist.
So Baby Bay's going to have to get a bit more creative for.
G2
some
should be
damn
in
heads.
control, really.
Just double slow straight off the jump.
Mate, look at Baby Bay.
We're crept up in mid. Close enough to still use that rendezvous to get back to safety in market. Maybe they're always asking for a little more. This gets dangerous at some point. Back to safety he goes. Bang down to 10.
Not unlikely hero for G2 this year, Baby Bay. He really has been playing so well for them. I think defying expectations, especially this late in his career, taking the break, coming back. He has been a standout for this team. In my mind this year, it has been him and Trent.
Yeah.
Every single time right now.
Baby Bay sort of showing that
Trent's Skydog time
career
has
doesn't
been
have an
incredible.
expiration date.
Dude, that's
Timo showing
nice.
that success doesn't have to wait.
From back here, it can clear all of
Two
this.
ends of that spectrum here, both with
It's a
the
good
same
call here.
goal in this match.
Shout out to Cryo on this one. Had the Skydog. Calls his team back. Weak sight.
100 Thieves are perfectly
It's a good
fine
sky
with trying to
flash.
get back to this A site late, work off the space the cryo was taken, but G2 well aware. Look at the rotations on the minimap. They need a fast trade
It's a
on
lot
to
of
Valorant,
damage.
but
2
the
HP,
damage is
2
really
HP,
nice.
10
The volley is
HP.
huge as well. Look at how slow 100 Thieves are now trying to get out of this position. Short's already been picked up by
10
Jaw.
seconds on this.
There's 2 players, or 1 at least, back over towards that spawn side, and Bang has to get busy. He's too low though. Took that shot from Baby Bay early in the round. Rendered him pretty ineffective in that fight. And that's 2v1. It's on Baby Bay yet again. One shot, where they at?
Very impressive.
Arsenal has one of his own.
And they got Phoenix Ult on this one.
Arsenal shows
Cryo
up
was
in a
fast
crucial
to
moment
react
for
on that.
100 Thieves. Molly was a little bit awkward, but able to run through it, crack open that site. Critical kill catching Leaf. Really important round. It's the longest standing member of this team, 6 years with 100 Thieves. 3 trophies that he's brought them in that time. He's another player defying the expectations this late into his Valorant career. Not a lot of guys who get to play 6 years on any team, let alone the same one.
Yeah. Slow start in the round here for 100 Thieves. The money for both sides, interesting. Well, I spoke too soon.
Phoenix Ult as well. Baby Bay probably just needs to run out
Those
of
are
here.
the kind of moments that Timo
Baby
excels
Bay sticks
at.
around.
He wants fast bursts of finding entry.
Arsenal gets to fight on these off timings because of his kit into market.
Spike planted.
Now,
And
what is
Blitz
the
with
move
the
from
prime
G2?
pressure,
Look
12
at
months.
their economy. They've got nothing left. Do they go for a risk? Do they try to find an opening? Doesn't look like it. They just want to play for this next
Insta-save.
round.
Oh, 100
Ensure
Thieves
that
love
they
that.
have a few guns,
5 people
especially
surviving.
Considering that Jaw has that overdrive,
That's a
so
lot of
you
money.
could throw the gun elsewhere, just play around that ult instead.
Blitz again, mate. Thank you so much for the
Down.
prime, man. Appreciate the whole year.
Swing of that little exchange, though, is that
Does Baby
giving 100
Bay
Thieves economy a
here
chance
have
to
enough time
stabilize
to
now?
run?
Yeah, all
Or
that
am I just
damage
fully wrong?
made a little bit less relevant for
You
the
hear the
prior
ult.
rounds. Yeah, for sure.
Gives them a buffer, 2
Yeah, you got
rounds,
time
and
to
also
run.
2 rounds
You
of
should be
straight
running now.
buys. I think it's an exchange that both teams have to be happy with. The 100 Thieves take another big stride forward. And that kind of round, really, it's a matter of Timo and Asuna just creating some chaos. It's bursts of pace from both of these young duelists that G2 are not ready for.
Trying to hold that B site on Sunset is really tough, man. Playing those
They get a lot of money, or they
entrenched
get so much
anchoring
money from
positions,
this, yeah.
especially against the Neon Phoenix, you are getting
It's still a
ran
decent
down.
low
It
buy
is
right now for what?
one of
They
the
obviously
harder
saved
sites
3
to
guns, but
anchor
Juggernaut
in
has ult.
all of
Set
Valorant.
strat with the ult, and look at 100 Thieves. They
Especially now
are.
with
They
the
know it's coming.
Sort of changes that
Sitting
touch
back
the
in
tripwires
spawn
up
on this
there and
one,
be
just
safe.
waiting for the push.
Injection of pace for G2. Classic tiles crunch attempt, but 100 Thieves are in
at
the
the read.
attacker's spawn.
Yeah, they're all over them.
That's crazy, bro. I just read this.
They're happy to
Xanax
just
with the
start
prime.
round
Appreciate the
with
6
a little
months,
bit less
mate. Thank
time.
you so much, bro.
Just begin at
Appreciate the
120.
prime
They
message.
hear
Thank
the
you for
overdrive
using
getting
on me.
ripped, right? So it's not as if they have to read G2's mind. And now they can begin their round, 50 seconds in.
The good news about this as well, and
full
the thing
though,
that's
they
pretty
don't play this
impressive,
pace the
is
whole
like
time.
how fast 100 Thieves just took all that space back.
Look, that early play though has
A lot of times where
benefited
people
100
run
Thieves
like a
in that they've
passive default like
extracted a
this,
lot
what I
of
call a fanatic,
valuable
and then just
util
end up
pieces out
running out of
G2. You're
time.
not looking at paranoia. You're not looking at a relay bolt later in this round.
Oh, it's unlucky
And
the
Jaw
flash
uses
didn't go low
ultimate.
enough.
So he's
Keep
just
an eye on
sitting
this
the
luck
pistol.
through middle.
The recon bolt, though, invalidates the one-way. That gets him in on it. This thrust up here through mid from Timo. Dangerous spot to be in, but he's fairly low. So just wants to make sure he uses his whole kit here.
Great
Trent
omen
on the
flash.
side. Could have a chance here to spring forward. Bora might not be ready for it. Flash himself in there as well. Just be disruptive. That was Timo, the low health player in fairness. Bora's going to try and dig him out, but now he's going to be surrounded as well. And Cryo's late lurk.
Mate,
this
Prius,
time
pick a
full spray.
POV.
Baby Bay waits for him in mid. Bora and Bang get something done. But it's Trent with a quietly confident 3-piece.
A nice hold on this.
G2 fighting together on site.
Prius was bouncing around
Really
everyone.
Nice way there. It's Trent supplementing them with the flashes. The swing timings together were great. And I think that G2 played around Timo having inserted himself into the link really well. They dealt with him with ease. That might have been one of the serious issues for them.
You can tell it's him. Oh yeah, I know he's just sweating as well.
When he went for a long lurk in the pistol
just
round,
panicking out there.
It wasn't relevant, and there, Baby Bay is just 100% confident that it's coming. Gets a free pick. The level of aggression from G2 does continue forth into this round. Obviously not as crazy as it started in the last, but you know, Baby Bay is always going to be happy to apply that early pressure and keep 100 Thieves fearing that it can be pressed up.
Timo's already working some conditioning that he could be top mid at any point. 2 consecutive rounds of that Neon showing her face up there. G2 playing off that top mid spot entirely. No smoke either from 100 Thieves. So this is all unbeknownst to G2 until the
Trent's
Seekers
util
come
right
out.
now is really nice.
Maybe a little discomfort in the silence provokes them.
Baby Bay here. Able to dance away from those relay bolts. Timo realizing all of G2 are set up here behind B, but there's no time to call a cancel. They're going to be committed. Jordan's going to get on in there and found 3 already.
Managed to get the slide reset off the second kill.
Trent here, Lozy is ready to fight that left side of the pillar. Bang pushes up though, caught by the paranoia, but not denied the kill. It's on Vora with the shorty. He'll get what value he can out of this round
I'm looking
before
at that
bowing
money
out.
for 100 Thieves. That's an eco right
G2
there.
have found an important back-to-back wound rim.
The flood is great. Pacey.
Yeah, it was so good. They needed a bit of util over towards back of sight. Don't think they had a smoke or anything, right?
Being assisted by that flash coming through from Trent. Round where him and Baby Bay collect all 5 together. The 2 of them having a serious performance on Sunset. I think you can see the work that they've been putting into this map. Very decisive
Timeout?
on this defense.
Or attack pause.
And great at fighting as a team on the sites.
Nice.
And 100 Thieves, I mean, they took wins against both NRG and Nongshim on this very map at EWC. Those are really significant results to
solid
take.
defense.
G2
The
still
Sky
continue
is
the
wrecking
series,
them.
feeling
And
like
I
they put that
imagine
work
that's
in,
maybe what this
they
timeout
prepared
is
it.
about. They need to
Now
like
that we get to a
insert one
weird
and just
inflection
leave
point in the
one.
second
And either
half
get
where
hit by
we've
the
seen
Sky Flash or
G2
like break the Sky
go
Dog.
for some of these aggressive pops early in the round.
Because at the moment, every single time
In fairness,
he's
the
getting
Thrifty was another
full...
overdrive, right? We've often seen
Like
G2
every single
pop couple
time
ultimates on those Thrifties
the
to
flash
try and
like
take it
isn't
back.
hitting someone. Or the dog isn't hitting someone, so he's getting like
Then
full
they
info.
wait at the back of the B side.
He needs to give fake
Timo
info.
overextends into 4 players, and Jaw
So,
is finally able to get aggressive.
what would you do here? You either insert one over towards top mid, or you insert one over towards aggro A.
You know, as we're getting deeper onto this map, as we're watching G2 take control, Haven is beginning to loom in the back of my mind as not one in the top of the pool for 100 Thieves, but I think more importantly than that, a map
See
where
anything from EWC? I rewatched the winning moment because I wanted to see what it was like in terms of just their reactions. And then I saw an MIBR round.
For 100 Thieves. They want to close this out.
I can't remember who it was against on Lotus.
This round, though,
it was appalling.
definitely not the weapons to do it. Should be G2 getting the lead.
Yeah, standard swoop into mid there from Jaw. Pretty heavy B main presence from G2 though.
See pings on the map from 100 Thieves. They want to split up through market, ideally.
It's a great answer to heavy B main presence, but there's Jaw waiting by Boba's side. Ends up being a 1-for-1. 100 Thieves pretty telegraphed though in this position. And Vora struggling to
Clean
fight
round?
through the superior weaponry. Maybe they would like to pat the stabs a little bit.
Ooh,
Thank you very
that's
much. I'll
money
take
for the
4.
whole half.
Okay, some animation.
22 to 11.
Just an acute awareness of the 100 Thieves positioning from Baby Bay. Always catching players, silently walking somewhere, trying to get into a cheeky little position. He's been ready every time.
Unk still got it, yeah. Couple of ecos.
Right place,
That
right
is
time
nice.
for the boy.
20 bombs for Dre and Jogamo.
This is what the G2 system is designed to
Okay,
do.
this
in
is the
fairness.
round.
Then we move back to a model that
Pretty sure they're,
looks
pretty
like
sure
it
they're
fits them
inserting
more.
one mid, right?
But they're not out of the woods yet.
No, it's a split through market and top mid. Neon goes top mid, double market.
Stake their claim to mid. Timo, he's in. He took big damage. There's got to be something more behind this because he's so low. 7 health. He's still fighting for it.
It's good for him to bail
He's
on
got
this.
G2 scurrying though back towards spawn side. He's definitely done his job.
It's good to bail on this and to stick around.
But he's low. He's going to be caught out here. Flooded with util at
I'm
some
so
point,
impressed
but
with
100T's
Timatino right now. He did so good. He delayed for so long. This guy was just out of the action.
At least serving as a distraction so
Yeah,
a
he's
real
great.
flood can't be activated. The floods are where G2 have been finding a lot of success. Now we're into a straight-up retake situation, and Cryo is coming to life.
They're choking them out. Cryo! The
Ooh,
Anaconda
2
grip.
bullets almost.
3 kills for the Sentinel.
Gotta lock
puts
this one
Valen
in. It's a good move by Valen
in a
here.
pretty dubious position. A captain's moment might be in order here, and Vora gives him the opportunity.
Yeah,
Bang, it's
nicely
mowed
done.
down.
There's a must win for 100 Thieves. I think that's the map
Feel
done.
good for G2.
Yeah, I think
Finally
Valen knows
some
it as well.
vindication for Captain and Kohler. Puts him within striking distance.
Nice run to watch.
of a
There's some
map
good
win.
individual play on this.
100 Thieves just thinking surely he has to be working through the site right now, trying to clear those positions out to get towards the spike, try to tap it, maybe bait someone out. It feels like Valen just knows that they know that, assumes they'll be playing for market. It's not planted, tucked.
I'm feeling timeout vibes for sure.
I mean, they just
Got
had
the
one.
read on this situation. What started as another map.
That's relief.
Firmly in the control of 100 Thieves, slipping away.
Yeah, I mean, the coach can
More
be
than
annoyed at
anything, it
multiple
looked like
things.
finally Valen was taking a breath.
Ooh, timeout 2 rounds
Thieves
ago.
called the
Timeout
timeout
now.
here.
It's a shame because Timatino
Sunset's been
did
a
so
pretty
good.
arena for them lately,
Cryo went
but
for a
G2
hero
are
play.
starting to
Then
disrupt
they
them
played the
pretty
1v2
heavily.
pretty bad. Took a risk. Didn't need to take a risk.
And for 100 Thieves, yeah, there's some uncertainty about whether they'll transition off an international title and turn that into domestic dominance. It sounds backwards. But when their first opponent is their nemesis, G2,
I think
who
100
have
feet.
owned
Sorry, I
this
think G2
rivalry
would have
for
more
2
confidence
straight
in themselves
years,
if a different region won London.
you have to have some level of doubt.
It should give them confidence because they
here,
in
a
theory
well-earned
beat
break for
those
him.
teams on a
Once
regular.
again, doing the most.
Because they
What
always win
struck me
Americas.
was that his performance between stage 1 and
It should
London
just give you
was still
confidence,
top
but
tier. There was no real drop-off.
they
in
just
ACS,
crumble.
KDA,
I will say there is a
any
constant
of that.
theme in terms
He
of
was
like weird
focused in on
vetoes
just
from
playing
G2
Vice. He was
at big events in terms of Masters
consistent
also.
threat for G2.
That definitely doesn't help them.
He was playing really intelligently on that agent, and at the end of the day, it's 'cause he's playing it
Eclipse
everywhere.
with the
He's playing
Prime.
it
Appreciate
all
that.
the
Thank you for
time.
13 months.
Kickoff, they had him playing a lot of different stuff. I think he even started on the Viper. Then
Respect the timeout from 100 Thieves. He's trying to
Santiago. I think there's a lot of weight on his shoulders. Playing different
trying
duels,
to
playing
recover
Yori, but
from that mistake.
when he's on chamber, when he's opping,
Big miss.
that's where he's at his best. A tough shot there, so he's not able to connect. And on account of that, on account of needing to teleport away, B-Main has to be given up, and Asuna gets that run back.
This is a very early lurk for Cryo, all things considered.
That is crazy. He has a spam angle through the box ready for just the audio cue off the trip. Pretty sick. Cryo, maybe a little more apprehensive to lurk around later in this round.
Yep. Yeah, the Gambit in mid has sort of failed. They've also re-cleared at G2 with a Trailblazer. So they can probably start allocating resources to A if needed. Valen paranoia, timing. Damn, it's good. Timo's got nothing to say about it. Relay Bolt's going to force someone out of there, but he definitely TP's out.
Oi.
Timo,
Oh, he's out of
fast
there.
from Arsenal's found a
Imagine
timing
Valen
to
gets a
pinch
kill
on
here.
this. Valen has a tuck onto the side, but he's going to be
Yeah.
overwhelmed in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Just to run it back, but
What
Valen
the?
fighting for his life.
Oh
fighting
my god, that's so unlucky,
to
bro.
grab a glory again. Eventually falls. It's a sight for 100 Thieves. They committed heavily to it. They've been rewarded.
Oh my god!
Joe almost had a moment there, but it's on Baby Bay again, as it always seems to be. Got to work onto this site, but a double face looks imminent.
One enemy remaining.
One
Against
by
the 1v1
one.
versus Vora, but he's no idea where Bang is and gets caught out.
Man,
100
Valen
Thieves
here. He's the only reason
playing
that's like
catch
a
up
close
and making
round.
it proper
There's a
close.
bunny here. Hello, mate.
Almost succumb to the 2v1 loss again. But they close it out. Not without their economy being sent into a terrible position. But they close it out. They set up that little three-man swing off the flash. Just keep fighting at Link. Thought it was going to slip away the way that Valen was anchoring on the site. How did he get away with so much? Found Cryo.
He used
did
all
a
his
hell of a lot of
TPs, bro.
damage to Vora. It was crazy. He's starting to flow in the game, starting to heat up.
Yeah, it's about time.
We know he's one of those IGLs that can put up numbers. We haven't seen it to the same extent recently as we did in kickoff, where he was out of control.
Double
he was
swing
the
in middle
third
here.
highest rated player in America's kickoff. But he can kick it into that gear. He is that good.
We might be due for a captain's map from Valorant here to get G2 ahead on Sunset.
Boy, they did
not going
good.
to have anywhere to hide here. That
Mate,
wall's cleared.
I was gonna say,
Now drone is going to notice him, but he peers in and finds a kill pretty quickly.
That's enough for the
Relay
drone
ball to cover
insta-cleared
his
lair.
implied retreat, but
They
he's
started
still in
walking
that
out.
same corner.
All the while, that A side of the map, silent if you're on the Baby Bay point of view. He's just locked down that angle, and it's allowed G2 to be fully
Hey, where's the sound coming from?
concerned with where 100 Thieves really are at. That's mid and B.
This is how defenders reduce their workload. Get a contact angle on an extremity, and there's Timo. Blows leaves extremity.
Oh, what a
What
shot.
was that? Now he's got himself into Boba. Valorant a little bit late on this rotation
Trent
in.
gives it away that
Timo
he's on
a chance to
site.
set up on a passive line, and he catches the captain out. Trent's going to push up.
Dude, Timotino, mate, what a round. Those shots are so good. That aim was lovely, man. That second kill is just so
Had to
impressive.
put some skin in the game. Big brother's always watching.
Economy is going to be in a rough spot for G2.
Oh,
this
talking about
next
money,
round.
right?
Timotino on these
Give me
entries.
2 full loss
That
bonus.
is just his best attribute.
My guy needs
as
to
a
save
player.
this, because
It
he's the
is
person that's dropping a
uncanny,
gun.
The consistency that he gets the
I mean, they're gonna
hard
eco.
entries as well. Like, it's not against players that are just stunned up and flashed all the time. No, he has this sense for when the timing is right to get in on someone.
And that's the context that's always missing from his stats, which look really quite good. But then when you add the fact that he's digging people out, he's going in alone, creating opportunities, and still has such a good record, it's like, okay, that really changes the texture of those numbers.
Yeah, when you're watching, it's just the eye test. He is crazy in those moments.
Final
Such
G2
a high
timeout.
impact player. And in a way, that point
Ah,
you're
he
making
skipped the
about
best
him
shot,
with
Prius.
the stats, I think it kind of extends to 100 Thieves as a whole. Like, yes, Cry was definitely the MVP for them at EWC, but across the board, they were all contributing. It wasn't some crazy, outsized, one-player star performance bringing them that trophy. It is everyone on the team contributing.
Someone who you're often looking towards in G2 when, you know, Valorant calls around and it doesn't quite pan out that way.
The big red button, yeah, the dramatic
For
big
me,
red
he's been the
button.
one that's bailed them out of some really tough circumstances in the past. Today hasn't found his footing just yet. Not necessarily in roles where he gets to lurk with impunity, right? He's not the chamber player on this team anymore. On the Sage
Watch
on
the
this particular map, but he
3K
has
on
struggled to
Ascent?
get in
Nah.
across both Breeze and Sunset.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
comically
peculiar as
large.
well because Sage is actually
Yeah, I like the
Sage
big
that
red
he's
button.
been putting the
Good.
best stats up on recently. It's very out of character, obviously, for Leaf, one of the top players in Americas. But the way that Jaw and Baby Bear are playing right now, they're making up for it. He's allowed to take a map off if these guys can bring them over the finish line anyway because they're putting up 48 kills together.
That is
ridiculous.
Eco goes
their own
in.
ways, but
What's
both
the
getting
plan on
active
this
early in
one?
these rounds. They might both do it at the same time now.
I feel
Look at
like
this
Leaf's had his res for a long time. At one point here, he has to stop anchoring and actually play for res.
Walk up with the off, but it's a great position because you can get that teleport
Baby base set up,
right
bottom
at
and
the top
middle.
mid, safely out of view of anyone.
Pretty good from 100
He's
feet.
had the inkling that a lot of
Question
the
mark
map
created.
may have been taken. And a round like this, you can't afford any risks.
You don't want to leave
maybe
one there
broke, but
because they
they've
don't
had
want to give him a
great
gun, I
success on
think.
Thrifty rounds in this entire series.
Now Jaw is calling G2 over. Cage, drone, here's all that sound. Are they going to try to flood though? Just doesn't feel like they're in position for it. Is there going to be a pop flash from Trent? They're gathering up back in
Darwin
Boba.
has flash. They're all hit
Feel
pretty
that they wanna
fast at the
fight.
back.
They've got to. The weaponry's not good for a retake though. Baby Bay sitting on an op. They're going to be
That's in a one flash when they go into back of sight here. Might be pretty big. Oh, he does it front of sight, even though they're going out back of sight.
Good catch. They're going to go for it. Hammer and tongs throw themselves at the
Big
side.
headshot,
Is very low here.
2 HP.
Maybe just creeping up. Glacial pace as he's trying to get to the side, but Headhunter finds Purchase. That is a big kill. Arsenal quickly retorts. Oh, now it's a couple of pistols facing him down.
Holy, they ecoed them on this one. Should Asuna be flashing back a sight? Like, should you just be doing it off of whatever bit of util gets thrown? I think so.
Capitalize on a couple of these rounds, finding
I
a
think you
little
should just be
advantage with
reactive
the
with
worst
it.
weaponry and making it feel completely irrelevant. Their pops out of this backside on B have been so good. No answers from 100 Thieves.
Oh, he got melted.
The sequencing of the utility there is great. It's kind of that initial pressure from Trent. They're not able to go off the back of that, but they're gathered up. Combo the relay bolt, combo the paranoia, slide out from Jaw. It's just perfect to break right
Had
back
nothing
into
to stop the
B.
flood. Yeah, it was only the Phoenix flash. You got to Phoenix flash this.
Overtime on the cards now. 100 Thieves
Especially if you're going to be peeking this at one point as well, because you're kind of wanting to swing wide, and these guys have been watching you anyway. One go at it for G2.
Maybe I would like to walk tiles again, I think, Wyatt. This time, though, some more resistance will be offered. Oh, buddy!
Gotta do it the hard way.
Forgiven for thinking he had that in the bag.
Risk to take, but
Phoenix ult, Sova ult, Omen
the way
ult.
he's been playing, and he just has that feeling of wanting to take his team over the finish line.
It's a good wall timing. Neural theft here, a little bit of info. Artist Fury to play off that nice little combo. Oh, dangerous there for Trent. He's out of the picture.
Look at it.
So
They get close, ready to use the Cypher ult.
Now knows the round is his to lose.
They ult off the Cypher ult as well. They overwhelm the people that are getting
Have to
ulted.
spend heavy here, but hey, it's the last round of regulation. Get those
A
ults
delay
out.
drone for info.
Making the absolute most of them. That was such a cool play. That is not a combo you see every day.
Often talk about Sova's just looking for a ping off something.
Yeah, just
anything. That's a pretty good one. All right, here we go.
Very
Asuna.
nice. All right,
Puts a
let's see
period
it.
on the sentence with a 4K. And round 24, we are headed to a well-deserved, folks, overtime.
A sick combo play. Gets 100 Thieves into this position. It's been a struggle on this map. They're gonna feel a level of frustration that they get. We're losing those anti-thrifty rounds. That's what gave G2 the edge. But I do feel like 100 Thieves are showing some resiliency here.
I mean, they had
zero
to against
reses.
NRG in that
Yeah, but
EWC final. They were down 9-3
See, I
in
don't know
that
if it's
last
him
map.
or I don't know if it's their
And at
positioning, but they
10-12,
don't.
Arsenal gets two
They don't have a
back-to-back
setup.
3K rounds
They don't
to force
change or have
overtime
a
and
setup
allow
when
100
he
Thieves
has
to
a
win the
res.
series there.
And it is
guy
situational, but you can do so much
heats
to
up in
like
the
help
clutch.
you actually
G2,
increase the
you
chance of
cannot
being able
let
to
this
use it.
performance from Jaw, from Baby Bay, go to waste. 51 kills combined in 24 rounds
It's
of
a bit
play.
of his fault, but it's also like the team's overall fault. Like Coach IGL.
The fact that that might not be enough should tell you everything you need to know about where 100 Thieves are at now.
I would say in recent times, people have been trying to figure out where they need to point the blame. Where should the scrutiny go for G2? And Jaw has been the recipient of a lot of it, but he is absolutely defying that narrative on this map. He is willing G2 to haven.
Fights and stuff? Yeah. Even on this map,
Jaw
there's
gets
some.
in onto this B site.
Like this and this should
Kind
be
of things all
priority.
uncertain about how they want to anchor it now midway through this. They've pulled their Cypher Cryo back out to market, just in case there's a late reflank through mid, but that will be later than he would have expected. Flash on
One
Jaw, but he's safe
fighting,
tucked behind the
two
box.
not.
Laura was very much on his own there.
Yeah, so isolated. No one on 100
They want a
Thieves
fast
ready
flag
to
because
help.
the
They're
Omen
going off this
flash.
timing.
Paranoia, Arsenal getting flicky with it.
Oh, he had to get that
It's
kill.
going to have to be enough for the time being, but his numbers for G2 are looking good. Cryo
Very nice.
is again too late to the party to have an impact.
I feel like you can see a difference in the team play level there, honestly. Compare that fight
Yeah,
back
the Sage
in
Res, the
on
Sage
B
Res stuff is
from 100
hard,
Thieves,
but
what G2
I also feel
were
like
doing
teams
in that
put
same
no
situation.
thought into it.
Very big difference in the execution.
Oh, those floods out of Boba? Yeah. They've been insane.
One enemy remaining.
And when you're so good at doing it, you're pretty good at setting up and how to deny it as well. G2 just have the right swing timings, playing anti-flash, Asuna popping out there, really no relevance with them, right?
Oh, the button. I like how they replay the button every time as well, just in case someone's really smashing it.
Vora just getting caught backside, not getting out. Just making things awkward. Guys are really not on the same page there.
I mean, yeah, Cryo has second thoughts about a late reflank through mid because Baby Bay has been doing that. But he has trips there to play
calm
off.
tap on this one.
He has
Yeah,
trips
there's
there
a
for
little
early
calm
warning.
tap on that.
He still wants to go and attend to them personally. And there's no crossfire for Vora. There's no trade architecture whatsoever.
Talk about
G2.
Okay.
Their
Chat.
floods
I got a
onto the
sage
B side have
Oh,
been
wait, hold up.
phenomenal.
I can't do that. You guys
They
are
can
gonna.
give that side up and fight back in. And so
I've
far,
seen-
100 Thieves
I've seen
haven't
what
had an
people do
answer
to
for
Mini
it.
on
That's
this.
something you need to look
How do I
for
get rid of
on a
this?
round like this. Their anchoring at A, whether it's been Valorant or Trent, has been really solid.
Careful, yeah.
G2 might be taking us to a decider here.
Gotta be careful on that one. Get Zix. Wait, is Zix done it as well? The original one that I know of is Mini, man.
30, a map that
People put some
G2
crazy stuff on Mini stream.
need to win to stay in this series, but on a level would also just
Yeah,
love
if it
to
goes
win.
second
They've been
overtime, we
fighting
can do
so
it.
hard to get any map
I mean, maybe we
wins,
can do it
match
here.
wins.
Let's see
In
if we
this
get a
last
chill
month,
moment.
The competition has been tough, and they just want to get a taste of victory again.
Zix did it yesterday. Yeah, it's a novice error, man. To be fair though, if I hadn't seen Mini do it and
Just
fall for
probing
it, then I
100
would have.
Thieves with the smoke top mid.
I would have fallen for it.
Already pulling the spike back over towards A, but again, they need something just to shake Baby Bay off this line. In the
You
past,
don't get it.
it's
It shows like a
just been
URL
nice
where anyone
flash
can join,
to force
and
the rendezvous.
you can post anything on it.
One-way setup. Baby Bay might want to hang around here. Oh man, lead a little bit too long.
Holy, got absolutely wrecked by that.
And it was walking cane to hand.
That's
And I just
exactly
sort of
how
had
they
these
drew
that
it up.
commit to this A side.
Okay,
They
Chad, I
pull
got a bit of
players
time.
out of mid.
Right, so
Now
if you
they
got
can
like a
start to
Sage
work
res, let's speak
the
about
map
just
in the
this
last
map
50
normally.
seconds.
So first of all, Sage res, what they were doing a lot of times, they were just like anchoring over towards the site, and a lot of time he was going to fight, right? He's playing close over towards his wall, so he never gave a chance to use that stuff. But instead of this, like if you kind of look at their comp, they got a chamber, right? So maybe if they wanted to play retake over towards A, they could have gone up towards here. Chamber could be fighting here the whole time. If he gets killed, he drops off, it's a safe res. Over towards here, same thing, safe res. Over towards here, same thing, like safe res. Multiple angles where you can play, where you can get a res that isn't going to get killed. But they just don't do it. They don't have the setup for it.
Good trade onto Valen from Cryo.
It's like they're not using it all.
Completely done in by it. But Vora was there to watch Jaw come on in. Trent likely to disrespect this smoke, gets on inside of it, will flash himself out. It is just him though, solo endeavor. And he doesn't have a shot. Arsenal ready and waiting. There's a nice
Could be
paranoia there from
impossible,
Bang.
right? Especially with Bang playing here.
Leaf here feels impossible. It's
Very,
so
very
hard
nice.
from that spot. 100 Thieves are going to keep the good times coming. We're stuck on Sunset for the time being.
On top of lane box. On top of
Definitely some
lane box.
regrets from Baby Bay for sticking around so long early into this round. The hike on the drone is crazy. Just didn't know where to put his crosshair to break
What do you
it.
say about this?
And that distraction just kept him in that position
What are you
for
calling
1
lane?
second too long, and it's a real cascading effect from there. Asuna gets the kill. He gets one orb. He gets the
Oh,
second
further
orb.
back.
It gets them a pretty free
Send
B
this.
site with the man advantage.
This is a little tricky
The one
because
thing
in
G2
theory
can
you would
afford is for Baby
fall.
Bay to
I know. I mean, you would
start
fall
getting
here.
passive, start
It's
second
like
guessing.
scramble from
Absolutely,
sight.
yeah. I'd rather they lose with him being aggressive than with him beginning to play passive and giving up.
But you could
some of
also
these
make your own
angles.
ones, right? You could
When it's
wall up
been
towards
his
here.
up aggression
You
that
could
has
have the
gotten
Omen
them to
TP
this
on top
point
of your
in the
wall. You
first
could do
place.
this angle. Then if he dies, he's behind the wall. Like you can make your own ones
Mid-round
as well.
look here with this owl drone. This is a big variation for Cryo. We have not seen this setup much at all. Heavy trips on the H side.
Cover going out.
Are G2 going to walk into this? Cryo and Vora will have the tools to fight against larger numbers successfully.
And Timo, top mid. He'll be able to get over to Link
I mean, they're on
side.
their own. And they're not really in the best position to use double kill trip
can these
here.
anchors do? What can the
Unless
Trents do for
unless we
Cryo?
tuck in the whole time.
G2 see the Cypher camera and they're unperturbed. Flash, paranoia hits Cryo. Vora ineffective, has to fight into the smoke and Leaf gets the better of him. Now you're uncomfortable
Makes
as heck.
sound.
All alone is Cryo.
Doesn't make sense.
Timo's able to find a quick shot. Oh
Holy.
my goodness. That's a big one. Spike yet to be planted. Asuna always looking for an angle. Shorty in hand. But so far has been kept at bay. Paranoia onto the site now as Timo looking for it, but he's low. Leaf, surely there's a trade there from Arsenal, but Leaf notches up his 4th. We mentioned how important he is in the late rounds. The salvage situations, Leaf has done it here. And now.
Damn, what a time for Leaf to come on.
Vindication and
Up
an
until then he
opportunity
had
to get
7
on your damn
kills.
feet.
He had 7 kills.
Holds it down in that post plant. And gets that surge of confidence as well. He was starting slow. It was a rough map for him. You had John, Baby picking up the slack, but
Very, very nice.
he's going to give them an ace in OT to try to get it over the finish line. Down, but never out. Leaf is just that good. Can G2 close it out here? 15-13. Take 100 Thieves to Haven. Will 100T have the answer? Putting emphasis on still getting Austin to these OT orbs. Pushing for the ults.
Okay.
Big dink. Nice Skydog.
Cry's been trying to force a bit of action in some of these
Push over
rounds
towards
now.
A. Skydog goes out again.
Content to be
Completely
late to
cleared
the
on this
party
one.
with these belated rotates.
All over towards B.
Oh, Trent.
They can just focus on
takes a
sight.
perfect
This should be
chance
it.
to
Should
peer
be
into a
done.
chaotic mid situation.
Oh, what a kill.
These entries, dude. Clean as they come. They want to
Oh
fight
my
for it.
god, Jogama.
And Joe just slides into a hail of bullets. Timo's asking for his next victim to step up.
Timo's had Jaw's number in this OT. Last 2 rounds denying the slide kill. 3 versus 2, 100 Thieves.
Dirty spike plant location, this one Wyatt.
Will they stay alive? Cryo on low HP.
Guys?
Flash him in. You better believe it, Timo. Okay. Ends up being a trade that'll favor 100 Thieves here.
Austin just needs to duck away so Cryo can get in trade position.
Very, very nice.
Gotta watch those
Big
corners,
crouch on
Dre.
this.
I suggest finasteride.
We're not. That's crazy. We're not done just yet. Timo is the MVP of that
This was
round
a
for
clutch
100
cast.
Thieves.
Dude, I didn't think they were going to slide out
That's
into
a real
middle,
Timo
man. That's
moment
on me,
up
I
top
guess.
mid, just being able to find a nice opening kill. Get 100 Thieves in the round.
Man, this is delivering. Both of these teams kind of evolving in this overtime now. Jaw does hit that 30 mark. But Arsenal has come alive.
Oh, they're ready for this.
Ooh, dangerous for Timo. He actually gets out of here behind his
Open
fast
flash is
lane.
incredible.
Ridiculous. And finds a kill off the backside.
Oh, he
Dang,
delayed
caught
it and
lingering out
then...
in the open. Timo does
Oh,
not want to
boy.
move it. This is-
What?
What? You're not supposed to be able to still do that.
Oh.
The accuracy has been nerfed, well, like 2-3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Not enough. Do it again.
Oh, that ping.
Whoa, boy, he's everywhere.
To the limit.
God,
Timotino is just
he's so good. How do they do this
never
now?
afraid to
Slide
swing.
together. 1, 2,
He's
3.
not fair. Any
Slide.
player on the other team
Oh
would
my.
be still hot.
Oh, he got blocked, bro. So his movement got blocked, and he couldn't run out. Well, it's a perfect time for this, I guess. But mate, surely come back though. Hello. Stream just die. Twitch. America.
I get a sip of that cup.
What is this, bro?
This is opener. This is very chaotic in fairness. Very flashy.
The refight was great from G2.
One enemy remaining.
Timo's just playing with unwavering confidence. It's easy to forget that this is his first year in Americas.
Like I said, bro did not wait for permission to step into this arena. He
Love a timeout.
broke down the door and found his place very quickly. And it's moments like that, yeah, so he goes for the overdrive, doesn't pay off. He's going to do the same thing next round.
Yeah,
That's not going to shake his confidence.
It's kind of funny to think about last year when he was playing with Vora. MBS was the coach, TSM in Challengers. You're looking at Timo, he was one of those guys where he had all the raw skill but a little rough around the edges. Would go for plays like that, but maybe not always at the right time. But the more that they've been able to hone his talent this year, but still allow him to maintain that flair, he is just continuing to rise the ranks of the best duelists that we've got.
And normally you just don't get that level of disproportionate confidence
My
without
football, podcast for tomorrow's Tech Balls is going to go so hard.
That true self-belief, obviously coming off the back of an insane performance in Paris. This guy knows he's him, and he's not afraid to show it.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
Stay with me, Wyatt. Stay with me, brother.
Yeah, you killed me with that one. Locking in. It's OT out of the timeout. 100 Thieves have had the answers.
Be a big 1v1 over towards B at one point now.
Of this OT with G2 just always getting that first round win, always being on match point.
Contact angle.
Glass cannon.
Oh, they were tempted.
Last time that drone just threw him off completely and he got deleted. Yeah, he's not going to mess around.
No, they read this well, by the way.
Can't take the risk. He's just not well
They
armored
need the exact setup on this one. They wanted to get closer. They could burst because they know it's a free site. And they get over towards site and they save Omen Flash. It's old school Sentinels. Normally, what would happen is 100% of the time you would win the after plant because you have Omen Flash. And they Omen Flash you, Omen Flash back. What do? They early Omen Flash. Not sure about that one. G2 will be loving it.
Here for G2 in fairness, but these Baby Bay angles keep getting defeated one after another. How does he get involved in this round with his glass cannon? Leaf's going to show some leg here. Baby Bay just walked up into it. G2 have not been able to maneuver their star in the position to impact. But Valen chimes in. Bora playing from a bit of an uncomfortable spot here. Does he look for a timing through this smoke? And Arsena gets some heads turned away from him. Looks like a 1-for-1, and here come G2!
Bit of a mistake from 100 Thieves there for sure. They wanted to be proactive. They thought they could try catch people out towards here. They don't know about the Sentinels tech, man. It's like 100% over like 30 after
and we're headed to a decider.
Talked about him a lot. Can't talk about him enough. Jaw and Baby Bay. Put the
it's a good map though.
Throughout a lot of that game to just keep them in it. But as things developed, we began to see some great defensive play from G2.
Talk about Wade with the tier 1. Appreciate the 14 months, mate. Thank you so much.
100 Thieves could not find the answers. We were beginning to see like some real G2 gameplay. That level of team play they've developed over the years together. It was coming to fruition.
We get a Leaf ace in overtime. Jaw and Baby Bay with great performances, but Valen's starting to step up and get a little bit more animated. It seems right back where they took glory.
Yeah, it means we're less likely to stick around for the NRG MIBR game, I'll be honest.
It hinges on
we might give it one map and then see how it is.
A blockbuster decided to this series just around the corner.
What's about the England game? Mate, straight up. I couldn't care less, man. I really couldn't. It's for nothing. It's a third place playoff. It's the most Mickey Mouse tournament I've seen ever. What do you mean? It's a third place playoff, mate. Who cares? Just give them third, fourth. Like, the only thing I'll be playing for is VLR stats.
What are some of your hopes for this stage 2?
I really want MIBR to do well because I've been following Zekin since he was in Xset, so I just want him to do well.
Mbappe playing for the golden boot. Bro, I'd be on the opposite team setting him up. I'd be like, let's break a record, man. You want 20 goals? Who cares, bro? Dumb game. Third place playoff.
I hope everybody has fun, but I also hope 100 Thieves steal it all.
I hope Zelsis does well, and I hope Cloud9 wins a lot of matches.
Well, my hope is for Thieves to go 5-0 and win playoffs. Yeah.
It's for 100 Thieves and Sen to make it to playoffs, and then hopefully make it to champs, but if not, either one to make it to champs.
Okay, chat. I will be back in a little bit. Are you agreeing with me? Oh, okay. Oh. At least we're on the same page. Nido, appreciate the 6. Nope. Appreciate the 17 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for the prime. Okay, chat. I'll be back in a little bit.
This is dangerous 2v2. The op is something you've got to respect. But Trent is unbothered.
They're going to try to push this to make sure none of these guns can be recovered. Nicely done. Timatino gets a lot of damage down.
What a map 2 we just witnessed between G2 Esports and 100 Thieves. And it was these guys right here, G2, managing to force this series to map 3 after some heroics in overtime. But let's not forget that 100 Thieves, they are taking the task to G2 Esports in a way that we, frankly, have not really seen from this team before. Mel, you talked about right ahead of the match, you said there's like an aura, there's an energy about this 100 Thieves team that's a little bit different. And I think you're still seeing it in these games. Like map 1, they thrive 13-4, and then they take them to the limit on Sunset.
Yeah, even on G2's map pick on Sunset, where I think G2 looks so much more comfortable when they have Baby Bay on that chamber and Jogamo on that Neon. And even on a map where I think the roles make a lot of sense for G2, 100 Thieves still taking it to the very limit. Genuinely, that game could have gone either way.
I was going to say, no tea, no shade to the other players on G2, but Jogamo belongs on that Neon. Like, no one else should be playing that. He needs to be on that.
Yeah, and look, I mean, actually it does segue right into the player who was playing Neon in map 1, Baby Bay, who this time around we were seeing him on a little bit more of a comfort pick here. He was on that chamber, what we've seen him thrive on before, Alexis, so he does quite well for himself. But yeah, there certainly was a different plan that they had in map 1 that I think they figured out in map 2.
Yeah, I don't know what changed. I'm actually really impressed by their ability to bounce back, because not only was Breeze a tough game, they got back-to-back aced on and were able to come into this map with a fresh mind. Baby Bay and Jaw coming out just super, super strong. I love when Baby Bay has this op in his hands. He always seems to get one at least.
Ever since Baby Bay has been a part of G2 in some capacity, whether he was subbing for them last year or when he's fully incorporated into the roster this year, the chamber just looks different on him. I have a lot of respect for him on the chamber and the Vice. He makes that role look so easy, and also props to G2 and their coaching staff to really bring him into that system.
Yeah, it also just makes me wonder too, right? Like when it came down to Breeze specifically, maybe there was like something that they just wanted to try out or whatever, but regardless of the fact, what you're seeing here from G2 Esports is more or less like what we had praised him for years prior, that resiliency to be able to hang on in these games and pick up those wins. One big player in that was Trent. He had a couple huge moments, Alexis, in that game, and it's good to be talking about Trent because we haven't really mentioned him in a little while. He's a guy who kind of rides under the radar, but when he does get activated, you take notice.
Yeah, he was looking clean, especially in that second half. And Sky is kind of an unorthodox pick on Sunset. We saw it, earlier when the map came out, but usually people play, Sova, Fade on this map, and he made the Sky look really impressive.
Yeah, what do you think about the Sky in this in particular? Do you think that it did, in fact, I mean, they won, but you want to see more of that?
Yeah, I mean, going into the map, I was not sold by the Sky whatsoever. I'm more of a Sky believer when you're throwing in like a Viper and a Harbor, something kind of like a la Loud 2022, 2023. But he's making me have some hope. I think the Sky, I still have some room to believe, but when it's in Trent's hands, he's a special player, really.
Yeah, and of course, even though things did not necessarily fare out well, as we had mentioned in map 1, it's just good to see that kind of consistency from Trent, just supporting in that role exactly as need be, and supporting one of the players who really needed to get things going on Sunset. That was Jogamo, who exactly what we were talking about right at the start, Mel. He gets on that Neon. He's a guy who just likes to just run around, run roughshod all over his opponents. Neon's a perfect agent for him.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Temet before this map, and
he was shocked.
He was like, yeah, I really want to see, Jogamo and Neon, and he has a lot of respect for that. And I think we got to see why Neon is so good on Sunset, right? Temet mentioned that's his best map, so that's her best map. So it's nice to see Jogamo kind of entering a form that we haven't seen in a bit, honestly.
I think Wyatt was mentioning it in the cast, but he's also getting the most difficult entries you've ever seen. Just the most unsupported entries on, people who aren't even expecting him to be running around the corner. So I'm really impressed by his gameplay.
Yeah, I look at that though, and I'm like, hey, this is exciting, right? Great output from him. But I still think about, what is that support that's looking like for Jogamo? Because that's kind of been a point of conversation multiple times throughout the season. Like, hey, Jogamo's going in there for the entry, but he's kind of not getting a lot of support there, Alexis. He's kind of falling flat. But this time around, it seemed to have worked out perfectly for them, but it came off of him just being Jogamo.
Yeah, of course. us. Not to say that his team is doing a poor job of supporting him. I just think that it's not necessarily their playstyle to be like, okay, we have to set up Jaw. He's very self-sufficient and is able to get those entries on his own without the support of the team. It just shows how good of a player he is.
Yeah, and of course on Neon, right, you have just so much flexibility to be able to do so much with that particular agent. But now we're going to map 3, and it had to end like this for 100 Thieves versus G2. It couldn't be any other way, and we're going to be taking a trip over to Haven. A great map, Mel, to settle the score between these two teams. Curious what we're going to get here as far as compositions go.
Yeah, I think we could definitely see Neon again. We keep talking about her, and she is, you know, still meta even after the nerfs. Maybe not as dominantly as before, but as a Haven IGL, just one of my favorite maps to call. And we're going to see the battle of two great minds in the scene, Vora and Valen. This is going to be really exciting to watch.
Oh yeah, great way to close out our first match here on a Saturday. Can 100 Thieves score their first win over G2 Esports in 2 whole freaking years? Let's find out. Haven is up next.
Sunset saw us return to something from G2 that was a bit more memorable, a bit more recognizable. Baby Bay was on the chamber, Jaw was on the Neon. Everything felt like it was clicking. The pistol rounds were still being won by G2, and they were winning some key thrifties. It was a hell of a battle, though. They come out on top in overtime, more than 30 rounds of Valorant, and now we're off to our decider.
We are on Haven, and G2 are back to similar to their kickoff look. At the time they had the Yoru with the Phoenix, but now it's the Neon, and now it's a Baby Bay on that role. Perhaps the confidence being invigorated by an insane performance on Sunset. He can turn it around here because the Breeze Neon, it left a lot to be desired. Now, I definitely have my eyes on Jogmo though, because his best performances objectively, he was putting up crazy stats.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I look at the G2 comp and I'm like, well, this makes a good amount of sense. Wait, what's Baby Bay on? Neon, right?
In particular,
or is Baby Bay on Chamber?
At his best in Santiago on this role. And the way he's playing today, you got to expect him to be the guy that can take G2 to the win in this 2-1.
And it's G2 who still hold the keys to the city, going up against the third team from Americas to win a global tournament.
See, all of this makes sense. This is like, sure.
In Bangkok. That was their chance. Since then, they've not come close, and they're here to remind 100 Thieves who Daddy still is.
But they've never lost that hunger. But they've only got one chance this year to fulfill that dream that Valen has had, that the team has had.
Surely it's not a full commit though, right?
They've been excruciatingly close.
It's a full commit.
Day one of their journey to champions right now. Leaf trying to lock down this backside. The flash isn't good, but it doesn't matter. Asuna still claims that first blood. G2 fast in on the flood, but denied immediately.
Yeah, paranoia into the smoke.
What is this team Omen Flash? They're on fully different page on this. Valen wants to flash. He team flashes 2 of his teammates.
Relevant by a trip. Breeze, he was all over the place. He was in the walls. He was catching every rotator off. Highest impact player on that map, and if he gets going, G2 are going to struggle.
Yep. Just felt like maybe he wasn't able to intuit effective timings often enough on Sunset.
Shocker.
That was a good start though, and also a bit of an ill omen for G2, is that they've been perfect
oh man, I see what he did there. First pistol though, 4-1 on the pistols. That's kind of mad.
Smoke at window can definitely indicate to 100 Thieves that a push down mid is the play from G2. Bio is ready. Gets the first and a good adjustment for the second.
It's the Ghost player as well, getting a lot of value in the round. Don't mind G2 throwing caution to the wind and pushing up and around like this, but 100 Thieves showed us the same on Sunset. Sitting back,
Well,
playing out of their own spawn. Leaf able to find two.
he nearly had another.
Gonna be more. Cry.
Oh, this is...
Flash his turn, but all of a sudden this round is uncertain.
Dude, bandits.
A bit of danger, but 100 Thieves still have the advantage.
Another bandit moment. I'm trying to not say it.
Cryo
You know I want to talk about him.
Not worth recovering.
Maybe the bandit needs another buff. Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. You're right.
Serious shots with these pistols.
That is important damage there. Trent knocked to 30. Jaw trying to dig him out. Arsenal needs to stay
Look at his
safe.
HP.
Finds the timing.
Big heal. Big heal.
Heal off the blaze ball. Good. No. Arsenal's able to heal up anyway.
Oh,
and there he is. Bulldog chimes in.
Dude, Phoenix is strong, man.
G2, okay, show
Put this all up to 7.
Proactivity here in the map on a thrifty round.
Yeah, a lot of fight, and there's Leaf with a nice little 2K. If you're calling on someone on G2, you want them to win, you want someone to get involved, it's going to be him.
One enemy remaining.
One of the best players in America, is one of the most flexible. And one that can take over games on just any role we have ever seen him play.
Yeah, true super flex. Okay.
Due to that damage, this bonus round buy for 100
Jesus.
Thieves, not as deadly on paper as it
A lot
could
of
be.
damage.
2 player.
9 HP and 26 HP. Unlucky to not get a kill there.
You got to expect that G2 can take this one.
Running back from Arsenal though, can he rattle the cage a little bit? Some value here, no. He's going to be paranoid out entirely. Valen's able to shut him down easily enough now, playing from hell. An extension of the demon himself.
Maybe if Baby Bay doesn't get anything here.
Baby Bay patient here, real patient. That is an audacious TP forward there from Bang, and all of a sudden
He ended up blocking the TP, right? That's why it appeared in front of him? Or did we just fully mess up?
Cryo doesn't have the
I felt like the TP was gonna go deeper, and it actually just went into him.
Yep. The way this
No
match
matter
is
what,
going,
it was good damage. It's just they're gonna be a little bit gutted that they put the Phoenix into it.
Well done from Jaw to close out the round, and Leaf late on the rotate because he was cross map, but gets there right on time to swing from heaven. Valen really important on that anchoring effort, just having the right paranoia timing to counter that aggression out, counter that early run it back that Asuna had.
There was some nice shots at the end there.
Can't be too upset at that result though if you're 100 Thieves. Look at what it's caused G2 to buy.
Oh, it's one of those.
So much damage done.
Won the round, but they eco. Dude, these backfire so badly if you don't get damage done.
On Sunset though, G2 did win a few rounds with a buy. Just like this.
3 bandits though.
And that was really a
You're gonna get some damage done with bandits.
That map out.
look at how they've just taken over the A side of the map entirely. That is a no-go zone for 100 Thieves. Bora did get that ping on Leaf. This allows Arsena into the
He's
side.
done it again. He snuck into backside.
He himself gets revealed. Paranoia actually doesn't quite clip it. Cryo low health, but he's in the site, ready to contribute. Baby Bay got chunked.
Site has G2 players all over it, but Timo shot in the back, and Vora takes advantage of the better weaponry, playing it long range to get an additional.
Timing doesn't favor either of the players. I like the little dead stop there for 100 Thieves. After getting a player up on the site, they wait for a
kill
flood.
would be big.
I love to see.
Got to do a little bit of damage. Only one death here is like
kind
a
of
little
an
rough.
underrated shooter, if you ask me. He gets a really important one with that kill back. Plat, Asuna cleans
Yeah,
things
not bad.
up.
This so you know this round that they do.
Back of the game.
Like it's so hard for me to get on board with it, especially when you go up against Phoenix. Like if you give Phoenix rounds to just farm all, so hard, man. So hard.
It's a good flood back in, but ultimately the lack of good weaponry, the lack of being able to play at range is just exploited by 100 Thieves on that hesitation.
Just gets a couple of stingers. Because they're scared of the... It's weird, they're scared of the outlaw. Yeah, just like 2 stingers or something and get heavy armor.
Gives Timo a chance to try and spam him down.
Problem is they all want heavy armor.
How is he
I think I would
alive,
just go for the
With
stingers.
paranoia. That's nicely done from Valen, but it's still not going to be enough to slow down this train.
Jaw
got himself 3. Make it 4.
Big 1v1.
Now it's on Leaf, who has been the glass you break in case of emergency for G2.
I have the spike.
Up against Vora.
Rising
Really
star,
smart.
young caller.
Nice, dude.
Finds the edge in the round.
I like watching these players at the moment. There's no hesitation. There's like
positioning
literally
there,
no
how we
hesitation in
walking out
any
of
of
the
their
choke,
plays.
playing off that recon.
Everything they do, they
Just
just
as
have
it
so much
expires,
confidence and
Little
they just
P
go for
catches
it.
him. For the standout early days here for 100 Thieves on Haven. Back-to-back, 2 very important rounds. Shaw just trying his best to lock down this site. Baby Bay with the slide in just gave Jaw additional time and space to work with to keep that streak of kills going. So
Yeah,
good
he
support
knows how big
from
that
Baby
is.
Bay, but
Force him down to another eco.
not enough. G2 back onto an eco.
Could try get the Sova all up
great
again.
success on this map. There's plenty of Valorant still to play.
Timo loves to pick up this Outlaw on attack. When the opposing team's economy is just low enough, he'll always take advantage of it.
Get up early if you're going to catch Valorant slipping here. Patience from the young duelist. Trent, no info on that clear. We go into the B side with Timo. He's sold enough apparently now. That run it back over towards A. Both Phoenixes going to pop them. In fact, Tripwire's going to be the way there for Arsenal. This could undo him. He's able to back away.
5v5 eco
with that Molly thrown at Baby Bay's feet. Does he have time to get in and get a kill? He'll have to settle for a little bit of damage.
They could cancel if they want 100 Thieves. They do cancel. How fast did G2 to get the rotate on this one?
Left on the clock. We have seen this
Kind of
consistently from
fast.
G2.
It's a big kill.
That's a great pick
A
from
lot
Shaw.
of this
He'll go
is
for a lot of
on
timings like that out B.
Dimatino.
Is that going to be enough? The rotates are coming in his direction. Oh my God, decapitated.
Yeah, that's weirdly the right move.
Burst through the flames.
Yeah, I fully agree with it.
He gives Valorant a
It's
shocking
weird.
reception.
It's a rare right move in terms of just sending it.
Post up on this corner. Timing doesn't favour him there, but Leaf walks up into him. Not
Man,
bad from Baby
Timatino's
Bay, but he has to
decision
give up
making
his
is
position to
very
do so, and
impressive.
Trent so
I swear.
far yet to
Dude,
frag.
G2, it's just crap though, isn't it? From G2, let's be fully honest. It's a 5v5, no kill, no advantage, just insta pop of Phoenix ult over towards middle. I get you have the ult, and you have the hero gun. Like you're still just probably gonna lose the round. It's just a percentage game. Like why today, the whole of today, have I just seen insane? I've seen more ults from teams on ecos than I have on buy rounds, I swear.
That they are winning these thrifties, but they are so willing to let those duelist ults go. Every time they have had an overdrive on an eco round, they've sent it out, regardless of what the buy is around it. There, they use the run it back as well. They're so willing to try to use those ults to convert those rounds.
APAC had a lot. So APAC had a lot, and then I went into Gentamates, they did it a lot. And then Heretics did it a lot. Now G2 are doing it a lot.
Into that, like we saw in the previous
The ult usage is just at an all-time low today. I can't escape it.
But no one on G2 in position to get the spam kill off. Are 100 Thieves expecting it off in this situation? I mean, they know that the money would, of course, be good enough. And Baby Bay is willing to op on the Neon, though.
Outlaw patch? Yeah, this is it right now.
In comparison to Sunset when he was on Chamber.
They're certainly wary about Sewer. Cryer doesn't have the util to clear corners here, though, so this is a raw peek into a contact angle. Not the player you really want conducting that kind of operation. Crisscrossing.
Martino, what is that pathing? His brain is working overtime right now. That was mad.
The op gets value twice over. And he's just going to start hunting for kills up on that corner. Forrest spared, and Trent backs up Baby Bay. Forrest can't salvage another round.
And they have a lot of ults. They can actually get an okay score here. Two people can't buy. No, they can get drops there.
Crucial first kill that allows the team to focus all of their attention towards long.
It's going to be psychological because the Phoenix ult is only 6 orbs, so people think it's easy to get to their Lucer with it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think as well, a lot of the time is that teams haven't been conditioned into
find the timing, just had to
like,
drop out of heaven and met his end.
Because they keep giving him like a gun, so they plan it like pre-barrier. So it is just like the coach's fault as well.
As always. Hardest Fury employed here. G2 don't want to let the volatility of 100 Thieves on this Thrifty get the better of them, but Moore has gotten into that B site.
That was a disgusting shot, and he's just all-out aggro.
Got himself a weapon upgrade. Hunter's Fury also, which could be nice.
Oh, good little change of the gun on this one. Got one flash. They could get off the side with Silver ult. They do as well. Still have Omen Flash. Omen Flash, drones, shocks, recon.
To use that Hunter's Fury.
Leaf has to kill everyone.
No foothold here for G2.
At least the Sova.
Themselves, and they got to do it quick. Cryo refuses to be dug out of that corner. He crosses during the paranoia.
A good reposition with the flash.
This is all time by.
Just let him know he's in the corner though.
Needs a ping
He's
from
in the Omen.
Fury. Might let it go anyway. There's Arsena though, locks it down. That Phantom getting passed around like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and it's done its job. Just Trent up on the side, and we are looking.
What a lovely round to watch, man.
At a bona fide USDA grade prime 50 round from 100 Thieves, man. What a showing.
Going for him. It's
Leaf
unlucky.
was the
This is a
critical
good
player
idea.
there for G2, needing to get that swing out so he could kill Vora.
Uber, he's going off,
Too
man.
many eyes
He
on
like
that
doubled
door.
down.
100 Thieves know the win con that they're playing to on
A
the
great
G2
shot.
side, and they deny him. Vora just going insane.
The switch of the gun here as well is awesome. Switch of the gun to the guy, and then they all go back as well after fighting heavy over towards site.
That should tell you everything you need to know about the headspace of 100 Thieves right now. They should be pleased. They managed to thrifty G2 right back and keep a 4-round lead here.
They forced him down to an eco as well, I think.
Not only do they thrifty them back, they recover a bunch of guns. Their economy is going to be crazy. They're in position to have another dominant half, much like that first one on Breeze.
Who's the oldest mod?
G2 are a team.
Who's the oldest mod? I'm not even sure.
Always have the answer. They allow for their opponents to throw them curveballs. Ask the question.
Through?
Valorant now needs to
Oh yeah, it
prove
will
that
be
these
through,
guys
right?
who have been the benchmark, the standard for structured, strategic play, are still the front runners in this region, despite it feels like
Wait,
every
Square,
other
are
team
you
from
older than
America
Free?
is getting the spotlight before they can.
How old is Fru? I'm not sure. I want to say he's 31, but
that was just the stat I was
I
about
might
to
be
mention.
fully wrong on that.
2 years ago,
Fru's the youngest? Fru's the youngest? I thought Fru's like 30s, bruh. Is he not?
In this 5-0 streak against
Wait,
them.
how old are you, bros?
And it might be broken on that same day if 100 Thieves keep up this great performance on Haven.
If you're a sucker for a story,
He's 30 and he's the youngest. We just got the Unk mod squad.
The hero rifle for Trent pushed well up.
Wesso, man, appreciate the tier 1. Thank you with the 32 mums.
This truly is a test of just how resilient this G2 team can be. I think the past month or so has been the toughest in their
Low
entire
by a couple of
run
stingers.
that they've had over the last couple of years.
Hero gun on Trent.
We've seen them make so many comebacks in the past,
Don't
but this
panic.
is beyond that
It's
what
100
they need
Thieves
to
though.
accomplish.
Oh, this timing from Arsena is
Just
huge.
another run it back. Does spot out one. Valen.
He turned his back.
Dealt with
Valen
close.
turned his back on C-Long.
I'm not as angry. Like,
Because of the
in Neon,
distraction
I
effect
can
of
understand. I'm not going to get
Bang
angry
is
at
simply
Neon.
the immovable
I'll
object.
get angry at Phoenix ult.
The G2 Stinger, not quite enough this time.
Overdrive has not been able to be enough for them either. Using it again on a low buy round, trying to get something accomplished. Not the case.
Oh. Put down. One enemy remaining.
It's got to be said. That round is so well called from 100 Thieves. Getting Arsena into Garage, getting Valen's head turned. It's everything they needed.
When is it
You just
socially
have that
acceptable to
confidence that we
overreact
saw
about my
Breeze
team?
completely flowing
Right now,
with
man,
100 Thieves
you're
on
good to
this
go.
map again.
Okay, we've seen the G2 push up. This time not on a thrifty, though.
It's a nice little passive cam just to ensure that G2 haven't worked their way too deep down mid.
Thieves have barely gotten off the starter's mark in terms of map position in this round. 1 minute left. And a smoke A as Timo again is trying to sell ice to a polar bear over there.
Trips
A good little fake on this, and look at the space they've taken over towards A. Problem is,
that's crazy.
they hear the rotate, so they know they're going. Timatino still gets a kill though, so now what are they meant to do? Oh, they got to make a call on this.
Getting awkward as G2 are trying to rotate around the map properly. Players being caught on either side, rotations being denied. Phoenix on Phoenix, yeah.
Good smoke on Heaven.
Not going down, not getting tagged.
Is he going to
up.
send it through Heaven? Oh my god. Must be so tempting. We're doing
to commit to this.
No, he's not.
How does Arsenal become relevant in this round?
Dude, he had me. I thought he was going for it.
He's so scared of Jongmo still. He's going to need to pick up the pace.
Okay, Bang's been revealed up on site. They don't know about Timo in that corner, though.
Don't consider sure.
Here comes the sewer push up here. It's too
Good luck, 7 bullets, 3 bullets.
Bang's going to have to do it on his own.
Shot in the middle. Imagine he got another
the neural theft as well. All that time after the sped trying to come from an inventive location.
They nearly messed up in terms
all of his plans are laid bare.
That was a fun round.
And I'm going to give it the jaw there, bro. He keeps Arsenal out of that fight.
But that wrap just came a little bit too late. A few seconds earlier when Bang was still engaged with those players playing from hell.
Baby Bay trying to not slide out there. Dude, every part of him wanted to slide out there. You could tell.
But this decision for proactivity from G2 in the mid-round is what gets them an advantage. It's what throws 100 Thieves off. It's what keeps Asuna stuck in this weird position, unable to rotate back because they're just applying so much pressure onto them.
I mean, the plan changes for those teams like 3 times each.
Yeah, exactly.
Timo was supposed to sell the fake, and they actually try to go to that A side.
They're like unable to be decisive because of the way that G2 are playing that.
TP back C site from Bang.
100 Thieves just making it look like they want to take that A long control quickly. And then a fast pivot to fight towards Garage.
Baby Bay being safe. Gonna get a crossfire set up with Leaf.
Just plays to live, and that's definitely the right decision. Those are the kind of angles where we've seen Timatino get plenty of opening kills.
And this time it's 100 Thieves who are way more proactive in this mid-round. G2 have adopted the role.
So many potential drills going on.
Jiggling these corners.
50 seconds, they got to make a call.
Might be a poke here, though, from Baby Bay. Getting a little bit uncomfortable. Cryo has that greater level of patience. Now fast lane into the A side. It's going to be a real acceleration here from 100 Thieves, but the Tripwires are a bit of a wrinkle in that plan. 1 for 1, Trent going to avoid the paranoia that would have come his way from Sewer, but he cannot hold his own against Asuna, who is firing on all cylinders, and Jaws' ult is down.
Guardian just not the weapon for the job. G2 only hope is to take the timing to try to get through this smoke, but Asuna too vigilant.
Leaf's got to save. There's just no money for him.
Just be legging it. Go on, mate.
Asuna checks that corner, knows there's a cam. There's plenty of money, conversely, for 100 Thieves to start throwing hand over fist.
Yeah, Arsenal, even in death there, happy to just get another orb. They've got enough money, and it's not like they're going to take an eco. We're almost done with the half, so might as well just get that one no matter what.
It's frustrating round for Leaf. It felt like he was just a half second too late to impact the round that Omen Smoke coming down and connect it.
Mando, thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate the 4 months as well,
I feel
mate.
like
Thank you
so much of this series from beginning to end has come down to the dynamic of the lurkers. Cryo on Breeze, Baby Bay on Sunset, both of them showing up proficiency at being able to cut off rotators, find timings, suppress for space, catch someone off guard, get an opening kill.
Must win round for G2, right?
To do that, and does it to Baby Bay, who was such a pain when he was on the chamber back on Sunset.
You've got to admire 100 Thieves' ability to really change gears twice in that round. First, it's the slowdown in that mid-round.
Holy, they did the fake out on. He did the fake out
in front of Garage.
to the
then
timeout.
The acceleration onto A. 2 mode shifts gives 3
The
different
timeout
looks.
for 1 more round. 1 last round.
A lot of A main control though here for G2. Timo doesn't know what's around that corner, but he's willing to find out.
It's a trap play for G2, but it doesn't net
A lot of util out
value
of
they
them.
would have wished for.
Realize they're fighting
send out
into
that
the
paranoia
group. What are
stun
they doing?
combo.
C split?
Yeah, it's still an exchange of util.
Yeah, that's a
Fair
good
bit has
call.
to be used by 100 Thieves there.
Still have drone, right? Dude, if he drones from Cubby, it's done.
But they feel more than happy
Done.
to just quickly pivot towards this C site. It allows them to get the
Wait.
orb. They're going to get that execute off.
Guys, there's
Arsenal
3
running it
people in front of the
down.
drone.
Unable to convert on the job, but the trade is there from Timo.
Yeah, Timo gets him, and that's a real kill that he gets. Arsenal was just
Guys,
salty.
no, chill a
Timo
little
eventually
bit.
falls, but he'll take the one. Leak from the back of the side. They're looking pretty hard to shift.
In front of
now
the
getting
drone.
active. Here's that mid-round lurk, but Valorant is waiting for him. And Asuna doesn't really have any way to obscure his movements, but Baby Bear hoped for a double swing.
Oh, what a jump spot.
Arsenal was hoping to top himself up a little bit with this wall flash through, but Valen's going to be hard to shake. Valen, patient. Patient! The grizzled veteran gets his 3.
Bro, I thought he was so sure he's there. Oh, dude, the jump peek was sick.
Too many angles for Arsenal.
Yeah, because he walled himself off. He thought that he might have
The wall helps
crossed.
him move forward, but it does allow Valen an option to drift back
Was a
towards
nice
that
try.
default box. Great hold by Leaf. Definitely called upon in that moment when you have
Patience on this one. I'd rather had no chill on this.
Into C after they draw out that A util, realize
When
there's a trap there, a lot of
the
players.
when the Sova drone
needs
is
to
the
lock that down,
4th
and
to
he
enter
does.
the site
15
through
and
the
6
choke,
for Arsenal coming into half 100
you
Thieves
got
with
to
a
tell your
4-round
players to
lead
chill a
here on
little
Haven.
bit.
It's a scoreline that
The
promises
server should not be the 4th in.
competitive second half, so
Server
don't go
drone
too far.
4th
This
in.
is the
Cracks
decider
up.
between G2 and 100 Thieves.
Do a Prime ad? We can do a Prime ad. Do a Prime ad. Who's streaming? Dude, I'm getting tired, man.
It opens.
I might have to call it quits after this. Dude, look at TMV, man. He's just gone for full screen. Gift sub. Dude, who gave me a sub to TMV? Oh, he's back on Valorant. That's risky, isn't it? Chat, if you're watching on Twitch at the moment, you can go out of full screen. You can click down towards here. You can see if you have a free Prime sub. It costs you nothing. You get no ads for the next month. You can support the channel. You can rewind. You can do all that cool stuff. You might have forgotten about it. That's okay. No one's going to judge you here. He downloaded the app so he wouldn't get wrecked. Oh, that's pretty smart. It doesn't have a URL thing. Let's go. Yeah, I like that. A good idea. Yeah, I think we'll skip the NRG MIBR chat as much as I want to watch it. I don't want to wreck myself in the first week. We'll raid 6 or something. Oh no, we'll raid Anders. Anders streaming?
But maybe none of this magnitude. And the expectation
Tiblet, thanks so much for the Prime.
lessened on
Appreciate the
this
6
player.
months.
He's stuck with his team. He
He
has a big
is?
result.
Let's raid
Now
Anders.
it's about
Man.
the domestic
Anders
greatness.
has given me about 100
Always
raids,
lauded by
and
his
I've probably
teammates,
given him about
managers,
2.
coaches as being so excellent to work with, so communicative, just all around great teammate. And at various times when his performance dipped, which will happen in a 6-year career, there were people who felt like he didn't have a place in the league anymore. But so late into it, with this 2026 iteration of 100 Thieves, he has proved more than his worth.
Leaf asking for a punish here on a player that's pushed up near Kieran. Didn't get it done himself, apparently, as Arsenal was chomping at the bit.
Still though, 3-person on A.
It's a good rotate from 100 Thieves. Good understanding of where G2 are headed.
Aura could be set up for a
Oh,
late
the Omen
wrap
Flash
here.
was
Bang, though,
so
takes
good.
contact,
Ah,
and he's found
mate,
2.
bang.
That's massive. Relay bolt also going to be definitely
Imagine he wins that.
Valen out in the open gets wrecked.
Look at him go.
All of a
what
sudden,
what a
the spark
solo
that
hold.
Leaf created in the early
What a
round is
solo
quenched.
hold from
Stunner
him.
from Bang.
Yeah, that's
That
unbelievable.
paranoia,
Omen Flash
perfect
couldn't have been
timing,
better.
free first
Then he
kill.
melted the first 2.
I say free, but even still, the movement was
The
hard
in
for
between
him
was
to
so-
deal with, despite Baby not being able to see. Talking about it on some of the earlier maps, but
Dude, first bullet to
Bang is one
ding.
of the last players you want to run into holding a site. Anchoring is his element.
But if you don't test his anchor, he'll lurk on you late in the round. That's the double threat he's always brought.
G2.
the G2
Back to their
vibe.
old ways.
This is reminiscent of
by.
old G2. The Stinger
3 Stingers,
G2
2
that
Bandits.
always force G2.
Couple of heavy armors, and the heavy armors go fast around the corners just in case there's outlaw.
Really
It's nice.
highlighted by that. Paranoia here affecting Cryo, but he's safe for now inside this cyber cage. He's going to hear it all, though. He knows what's coming his way.
Oh my.
And the Spectre
Dude, how's
sings.
Leaf on 1 HP as well?
It's just caught in tune, maybe to G2, but they're fighting for this C site.
Oh.
And Baby Bay, that's a huge win.
5 HP, 32 HP, 27 HP.
Arsenal has to spray and pray here.
Just nothing between them to work with. I think
Blaze
it's tied to a
wall.
wall.
Yeah, I was going to say the wall's actually pretty deadly.
Off of
Yeah.
it. He's ready for it, but Leaf is so low, barely alive. Arsenal got to heal as well. Here comes Trent.
They think he's wrapping around
Considering
garage.
a way around that corner, but the Aldrone late in the
two,
round is
spots
pretty
both.
enlightening, and it's easy to set these
What a drone,
crossfires
what a
up.
good bit of util. What a round. What a map. What a
Cracking
best
start
of
to
3.
the
It's
second
done.
half here for 100 Thieves.
So close, but oh, man, hope just ran out when you saw how much damage those players took. And I really like how Vor and Austin are able to play that. They know that a garage rewrap towards spawn is a possibility, but they also know everyone is so weak, so they're able to use the drone in that position. Austin is able to cover Vora because if a player swings from anywhere, it's just such an easy kill. That drone baits him out.
And now that gap has opened up to 6 rounds.
Couple of heavy armors,
G2
couple
going
of
for a force
bandits.
in that previous one. They've squandered an opportunity to develop an economy, so they're on to the bandits and armor.
On one hand, you want to think that that's confidence.
The guy's
from
like,
G2,
wait,
knowing that
wait,
that's their kind
where
of
the hell
buy.
is
They've
this
won
lineup
so many
again?
rounds like that over
This
the past
stupid
couple years.
thing on the floor, but I
on
can't
the
find
other,
it.
you could call it desperation. Given the scoreline, given how good 100 Thieves are on this map, feeling like we just need something. Something to ignite this comeback.
Steady start here for G2. Checking for a trap.
This is the first time 100 Thief beats G2? Yeah, it is.
Getting an insert outside of the B
It's
side.
meant to be 6-0 or something in terms of head-to-heads, I think someone said.
Not the typical bonus.
Since 2024.
They
Wait,
are
that's
still
it?
trying to stack this A
Since
side just in
2024?
case.
Dude, I thought this was like the first time ever.
No reason to
They beat
stay.
them in 2024? Why are we hyping this up so much?
Timo in the smoke, almost a sus as Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick. And an easy pickup.
They've beaten them like 3 times? Oh, fuff.
30
It's a clue
seconds
reference.
I got that.
Okay, just checking.
I thought this was like a big deal.
G2 working their way towards this side, but 100 Thieves are just fast to rotate, fast to deny it, counter utility, smokes go down.
Timotino going.
Timo just wants to go hunting. This win
Enemy remaining.
right within their grasp at this point. Up 11-4.
G2's gambit on
Mate,
those stingers
he's
in the
just having
previous round
fun.
has really left them without an answer here. Leaf is done. No spike to perish to, no chance.
Oh, no, they're just not even going to bother.
Yep.
Brutal.
Oh, man.
Brutal. He has 2,800 into this
He
round.
can't even get the sweet release of death, bro.
Get a little Guardian going?
All right, timeout here for G2.
Josh has to get involved. It's 100 Thieves on the precipice of match point, and then doing what they haven't been able to do for 2 years, beat G2, make a statement in this league.
One enemy remaining.
What is this guy doing, bro? You can't save your deagle.
In his defense, he was not trying to. He was not trying to. There is no chasm to simply fling yourself off of here on Haven. Imagine some sort of G2 would like that.
No giant doors to stand under.
Exactly. Yeah, I felt that. All right, so
Just looking
the big
down,
red
yeah, it's a
button has been
demoralized
hit
man.
inside the G2 coach's dugout. They get a chance to craft something around this buy route, which may be one of their last. Hard not to highlight Arsena, who's about to hit 20 kills in this game.
And it was those Stage 1 playoffs where they made the switch. Neon all throughout the regular stage, and then he started playing that Phoenix. He ran it on Breeze, looked so good, and the light bulb just went off that, yeah, this guy should probably just be playing Phoenix all the time.
Yep.
They make that swap, and since then, it's just been better and better. Obviously, they felt the sting from those Stage 1 playoffs of being just 1 spot away from qualifying. Being denied by
Right.
teams like G2.
Is it a magical
by
timeout?
NRG. And they were able to beat NRG in the finals to win EWC. And upon returning to Americas, they're 2 rounds away from beating G2 as well. The teams that have always stood in their path from success.
What happened to the G2 I knew? But is this not good?
Here.
Don't they need to break the system?
BabyB just trying to will
Is losing in America is not good for them?
There. Does own himself some real estate in sewer. Can't step much further forward. Drone sees nothing in B.
They tried that at kickoff. Yeah, but kickoff's a different format. Not sure it counts.
Gets a sick lurk up there. Opens up the C side, and yet Timo doesn't instantly want to move away. Unfortunately, realizes he's kind of pinned in here now. Spotted out by Valorant, hit with the paranoia, and it's going to be a backstab here in a moment, but Valorant gets that kill. And this is all off the game sense of G2's captain.
Timo just...
You watching the second game? Nah, I'm washed, man. I'm 2 hours.
Go forward, go backward. Someone on G2 was ready to face him.
G2 have remediated their weaponry issues. Still a shaky economy. Yeah, hate to see those. Yeah, Bang gets some garage control back, but here's Valen.
Go on, mate. Go get it.
Asking for a captain's round. They might be about to get it. Still money here for 100 Thieves, so Bang gonna have a crack at it anyway. Denies the ace.
Go on, smoke defuse.
Emotional damage.
Great stuff from Valen. Have needed him to get involved. Started 2 on Sunset, had some flashy moments.
You want it done.
But when you're watching G2 on attack,
yeah, I'm not believing in the comeback. I'll say that much.
Kills. It's about the prowess that he has as the in-game leader that he's had for years. That's what has maintained maybe the most.
You could stay up, watch NRG, MIBR, sleep for 4 hours, watch Nongshim, Genji, skip Team Secret D. Man, I'm not skipping. Skip Team Secret DRX. You want me to skip Triple Duelist?
So monumental gap
watch
in the
Verno on
defenses for 100
smokes.
Thieves is maliciously exploited, but they still
Not a thing.
6 rounds behind.
G2, one of those teams that are just so regimented on attack. Whenever we would listen to their comms in the mid-round, they are just thinking about everything. Every consideration of where someone could be. It's always a 3-2-1 peak. Everyone's always doing something together. That aspect of the game is going to have to be picture perfect here to beat 100 Thieves, to make this comeback a reality. They can't afford
watch
any
Verno on
mistakes.
smokes, mate. He was the artist showed me around on loads as Verno was on smokes. Playing Omen.
He finds his way into the side ahead of those backside smokes.
Why are you acting like I'm the weird one?
I don't think he's ready for
That's
this. Look,
them
we've got
doing
multiple
it.
players watching the push out of garage as well. And BabyB starting to clear the trips. Bang back in the corner. BabyB knows he has to be the one to go. First in. And Arsena's runner back is dealt with. BabyB is low.
First in, and he slips out. They're going to leave Leaf as this contingency over on the other side of the map as they work into B.
Oh, it's actually a very nice round for G2.
As is Trent. Potential backstabs that can be activated.
Bang and Vora have to put
They
this
got
together.
double
They
insert.
need to get towards B, but that run it back is a problem. They've got to give Jaw some space now. Vora caught out entirely. And Cryo couldn't find a trade.
Guys,
this is
masterclass
squeaky
round,
clean.
by the
How
way.
nice
You've
is
seen
that
this.
from G2? Just having the ult from Jaw, that run it back, forces the players on 100 Thieves routed into that C site, and they'd never expect that you'd have Trent just waiting in Cubby as a second late backstab. So he gets that really free kill onto Vora. It's a great round.
Oh Lord, he coming. He coming!
Ah, look at it. It's beautiful to watch,
Tough
man.
to talk in
Double
that corner.
inside, pivot
Barrel
over
is
towards
just
B.
always revealed.
So Cryo really gives up garage there, right? He plays way back towards his spawn, even though previously he was set up to play off a trip. That's the opening that gets exploited.
I feel like that's a round where we were just talking about Valen having to go beyond just getting kills to win them around. It's about his IGLing, his leadership. And in that round, yeah, it is this push
I'll still
towards
carry
C
the
and
kick
an
chat.
excellent pivot towards the B side, but then having those additional
Jim Skin
layers
shoulder
to
roll is
close out
funny,
the
man.
round that they left behind from the initial effort on C. It's just great all around from mid-round to end.
The
100
100
Thieves
Thieves
call the
downfall.
timeout
No,
here.
they'll be fine.
Still
It was just a
5
lovely
rounds
round
to
from
the good, but
G2.
NBS is seeing some issues that had to be rectified. Some nice IGL rounds back-to-back, though, from Valen. Feels like when he's got the keys, G2 can turn uncertainty into inevitability. He's got some credibility to earn back, I think, in the eyes of the fans.
Oh, are we already talking about the 100 Thieves
obviously
downfall?
tough,
Dude,
but
that's
really
just...
punctuated for
You
me
meant to
by
overreact.
that loss against XLG.
What you guys do
A
best.
team that, up until this point, G2 have had no
It's a
issue
very
with.
normal shirt for MBS
In general,
today.
all of the Americas teams
Have we
have been
noticed that?
confident in those matchups against China. So that, I think, exemplifies a slip in level from this
Very
team.
chill shirt
This is
for
the
him.
kind of game, though, where you can really start to build it back, build that confidence back. It might have to be a win in overtime if that.
NBS just wants to ensure that
Get
no
nervous
comeback
here?
is
There's
going to
100
happen.
Thieves? Mate, they're so fun.
Remove any ideas in 100 Thieves' mind to, you know, maybe start playing a little more passive, play without that confidence. So a
Not a chance, Des.
Park the bus, you know, playing not to lose type style.
How did that go?
Not well for anyone.
He did not come home. Again, we've seen these thrifties, though. 100 Thieves have managed to spin gold out of them. So far, they're not really throwing caution to the wind, and it's just a walk up into Timo, and G2 say, you know what? We're not going to take any risks here. You're at 11 rounds. Happy to commit a neural theft now.
Very,
Even
very
happier
nice,
to know
though.
that there is
It's a
one
couple of
solo
lovely
on the
rounds
side
right now
that
for
they can
G2.
just cook right into the deep fryer.
Turn into a ballistics dummy.
Oh,
All right, some stat
I
padding
remember
goes a
who
long
they
way.
are.
The time and place for it, and Leaf gets his 4.
Is it too late? Probably.
I'm fragging.
Now this is that round in the game where if G2 win, you start to believe. Before this, you're waiting to see if they get to this point in the game. This is the believer round. If they take it here, this comeback is legit.
It's an inflection point. Timo's gotten himself the op, though. Just holding in sewer. But did 100 Thieves get value out of that NBS timeout? Jeez, he doesn't want to hold a passive line, does he?
No, but Phoenix might be
Almost
coming
there,
back
but
this
not
way.
Quite. G2 had just thrown
Great
out
smoke.
all of your standard early round stuff to pressure towards A. But it's back to that slow mid-round pace.
Waiting for 100 Thieves player to get nervous! Damn, Joe, that is cold. Headshot there on Bang is a big one. That starts to open a path 3 here through the middle of the map.
The Molly from Austin, at least for a moment,
Oh no.
stopped any further pressure towards
boy.
Garage, but it is made irrelevant.
True entry fragging from Jaw.
Yeah, he's picking up some ridiculous
Oh,
kills.
no.
Vora unable to convert. IGL versus IGL goes to Valen.
Can Cryo do here? Very much a position that's
Whoa,
known and
through
noted.
garage?
And he's taking wallbang through garage
Really?
at that.
They are starting to make me a believer now. Not just because they won this round,
Okay,
but it's the
when
fashion in
Eco's
which they won
coming
the
in,
last couple. They are
Every
dialed
single
in
player
right
apart
now.
from one G2 gets max money.
It's that
They're basically all
perfect
there.
regimented style from G2.
The good news for 100
Jaw
Thieves
jumps out of his
is
window and just wins a duel.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have that
That's
on top
supposed
of
to
it.
be
You have that on
They're
top
gonna
of
have
it.
the
some
combination that gets G2 that success. It's the structure versus that raw talent of Jaw
could be next
in
round.
concert, which at times felt discordant, like it was a bit of a push and pull.
Player standing.
But I think the real masterstroke of building this G2 team is making them work in concert.
Uh-oh.
Timo
So
two
you're
times
gonna get
had
spammed
the
from
op,
sight here.
couldn't find value, tries to save, can't save either. G2 relentless.
Now it's getting serious. The economy for 100 Thieves at a bit of a shaky spot. This might be the kind of round that they want to supplement
Hey,
with
you can't
overdrive
call,
of their own,
you
something.
can't stop, you can't start calling him Smano because he's on smokes, man. It's not gonna stick.
Ridiculous. Second kill was so nice
It
as well.
sounds so stupid.
Four is not even hit with that paranoia, but Valen's still able to convert.
My guy
Second
typed.
timeout was called from 100
At
Thieves.
this
Had
point, you might as
both of them
well
in the top
stay
lane
up
in this
to
game
watch
because they were so
Smano.
dominant early. NBS didn't need to get
You're messed up,
involved.
man.
And as you were saying, these
Smano's-
were rounds
Smano's
where the ults
pretty
like this we're
sick.
seeing on 100 Thieves with the overdrive. The G2 were just
Either I'm tired or
happy and
that's
willing
sick.
to
I don't know which
throw
it is.
them out with some
my head,
kind
it's
of
awesome.
set piece, early round aggression, hope that they could catch some players. Wasn't always working out. We'll see if 100 Thieves opt for something similar or just try to save them for later.
From this point on, both coaches are going to have to keep a white-knuckle grip on the reins because there will not be any further opportunities to chime in and address their players. From here on out, it's on the captains, it's on the callers to do the work. And scenarios like this, perhaps if you're Josh, you're saying, hey, you're speaking more to the emotion, more to the mental side. Nothing too specific. What we're doing right now is working. That is 4 rounds in a row.
Worried?
Stay
Nah,
sharp.
they're fine.
Trust each other.
If they lose the round after next, then you
Complete
gotta
this
panic.
comeback.
But
Can't imagine the amount of times that MBS has been in a
you,
situation
you shouldn't
like
be
this in his
worried because
6-year
their ult
coaching
usage has been
career.
so good.
Cross
Oi,
regions,
forgot his
across different
lineup.
Teams, so much success.
Just winging it.
Camera is destroyed.
Knows what it takes to get his team over the finish line. But can 100 Thieves do it against G2? One of the most
panicking?
resilient
You're fine, you're fine, you're
teams,
fine.
if not the most, in our region. They've been down in Americas, but never out. They always bounce back. They always get that win.
They've had to be. Losing in overtime, the Masters final in Bangkok, and being dominant in their home region.
Big Joel, Prius, you're sleeping, mate. Get involved.
Still missing that garnish at the international events. They've got to keep putting the work in. And this is the team that stayed together
Ooh.
and ascended as a unit when they could have been picked apart, that guard core, right?
Oh,
Believe in
to
each
pick
other.
up the gun, no? I missed the gun.
That's what it's going to take to win 4 rounds here.
The danger feels real with Leaf getting
Oh, did
caught
he?
jumping out of window. What could have
Did he
happened to Joel
instantly
last
throw it
round
across?
happens to Leaf here, but
Oh, this is the gun,
that
right?
100 Thieves
He instantly
HT.
threw it across.
You're
Wait, that's
looking
so
at the
cool.
weaponry, and you have
Dude,
to
I've been
imagine
waiting like ever since that change came in. I've been waiting a long time for that.
danger, but Valen gets it.
Like a year now, maybe? Just under?
The paranoia was there for Val, and he's still able to prevail. Baby Bay in trouble, though. Caught in that corner. Here comes Arden's Fury. Not again. 100 Thieves, surely. Valen has to be the antidote to the chaos. He's got to control it and not
That's you're
participate
getting
in it.
greedy, mate. But you have got the gun.
Across the way.
Oh my God.
Timing, though, does not
The
favour
greed pays
him.
off.
There's
The ult for
100
the gun
Thieves,
is so
a
sick,
50
man.
to set up match point.
It's so good, bro.
They've really
First
given
Omen
G2 a
ult to
taste
pick
of
up a
their
gun
own
in
medicine.
VCT,
That
by the
was
way.
the
Shout out to
G2 type
Bang.
round to get them the sunset win.
How many thrifties are we going to see from these guys, man?
Hunter's Fury from Fora was so good. Massive impact. And then immediately into that drone for them to play off of. Austin hears that Valen TP, has the read on where he was going. Immediate swing out, gets that kill.
No chance for a timeout here. No icing of the kicker. G2 have to hold on. Still got the money. They've been able to build up an economic buffer. 100 Thieves, they can taste victory. They
Double
can
kill,
taste
trip
the
over
breaking
towards
of a
site.
2 years-long curse. 5 consecutive losses to G2. What a way to start this Stage 2 campaign. A win would be.
All it takes is just one more round. G2 a couple ultimates to stay alive.
It's nice from 100
Slows
Thieves, though.
things down again in
Lose
this
mid
mid-round.
control, lose garage control because of the wall.
That
I
is
kind of
the
like this wall,
G2
by the
way.
way. And then push down C.
Amidst all this,
So
Timo
with the
has been
push down on
active
C as well, means
back
they
and
can
forth.
retake over towards C. Also means it's not
Garage.
likely to be C unless this guy sees a
Bang
bit of
to play off
contact.
his left.
They go stack heavy over
Is an
towards B.
insert. Now with the smoke coming in, Timo
2 holding the smoke.
finds a timing to get ahead of it. Bang, hop, skip, jump away, avoiding Valen. He's hoping to find something here, but he gets the side at least. There's the plant. Here comes the overdrive now. You can feel G2. They know how thin their margins are. And Baby Bay's going to pop the ult.
That all about to expire. 100 Thieves biding their time for that to be the case as they make this re-entry. Timo into the site.
Bang.
Arsenal could
Smokes.
be huge here.
Window.
Fighting out of garage and getting
don't
a
agree
flank
with it.
opportunity in this post plant would be everything. But there's Valen tucked in the corner. It's going to be a trade. Arsenal found one, but that's it. Hunter's Fury now from Trent to try and slow this on down. He caught Cryo and he leaves Bang all alone. Still got the neural theft, so good information for Bang to work with now, but it's just tough to fight out of. Another tap. Shoulder peek from Trent, sees everything he needs to, and he knows that Bang ain't on the spike. In fact, he's out of there.
Yeah, I mean, my mind here's got to smoke the spike, but
G2 work
would
together
it have changed
outside
much?
that B site.
Maybe. Meant to
They get the space in
create
it.
the chaos
and
when doing
Overdrive
it. I'm not
offers
sure.
a lot of delay.
They
and
created
you
a
see
good amount
that
of chaos with
hurried
the tap,
100
though.
Thieves just trying to get their way back in, but beyond getting into the site, in
I
that
think it was
situation,
doomed anyway.
you need to fight out of it. You need to go all the way down yard. They have windows smoked. They know that they need to kill so many players, but the crossfires that G2 were able to set up there, you're not going to
This
be able
over
to
would have
deal
popped
with
him.
that.
Yeah. They could, best case scenario,
So,
they get like half.
that
That's it.
economic buffer all of a sudden completely undermined. 100 Thieves with an awkward one, a half by Artsena.
From
don't hear a
4 to
rifle
3.
and run it back at his disposal.
Bora's going for a bold play.
Puts out the flash, goes for the peak, but does not spot a soul. Immediate run it back. Bora can't convert. Spam comes through from Baby Bay.
Keep it going, why not? That's 2 kills unanswered.
Bang recovers that lone rifle that 100 Thieves have on offer for the team. Tries to play around that anchor smoke. Look at this pressure though, the stun, the util.
Oh, they've got this side dead to rights here. 100 Thieves just haven't really had an appropriate retort. They haven't had the weapons to hold their ground.
Got so much money, might as
And
well
frankly,
try
the
it.
Phoenix ult from Jaw was very well apportioned. Cryo again,
From
left
4
as a
to
loose
2.
end. It eventually snipped off.
It's the kind of round where you're happy to get that Phoenix ult involved just to ensure that you close out that anti-thrifty.
It's pretty fundamental stuff here. Baby Bay ready to play off of Jaw. The 2 duelists again, working in harmony. 2 more rounds for G2 to take us again to overtime.
Wait, they want to go to Cryo's site?
Cryo, the lone anchor. Try to maybe cross to
I don't
get
know
out
about
because of
that.
this barrage of utility.
Cryo spotted out in the corner, has to move. Arsenal charges forward, but Jaw is just going to spray him down through the blaze walls. He himself is a little low though.
The cancel?
G2 have pulled back off this C
Yeah, they
side.
kind of cleared it all.
What an
You're
interesting
going to think they're in
syncopation.
garage window
They know
heavy.
they can't hard force it in that moment. 100 Thieves will have rotated too many players. There was too much delay on account of Arsena's ult.
But are they just going to stop there?
Goes forward.
Refight for it. Okay, Cryo finds a great timing here.
I mean, if he doesn't go forward, I guess he's dead anyway.
Baby Bay, exploiting him.
Very nice for 100 Thieves to handle this one well.
Counts on the opportunity.
Cryo's ready for this. He knows players are coming from. Can he buy time? Stay alive as long as he possibly can. Valen swings out, but gets the better of him, and Arsena chimes back in. Blaze wall up. Obscures his positioning.
Gotta
and
be
it's down
done, right?
to Trent to save the day. And 100 Thieves brimming with confidence. A trophy under their arm and a chip on their shoulder. A moments away from settling the score. Grouped up together, no spike plant, and the champions in Paris return home.
Strong start from 100 Thieves.
Break a curse that has spanned for 2
They look
whole
good, man.
years
They look good.
and set themselves up as the team to beat in stage 2.
That trophy lift in Paris, it came with 100 Thieves wanting to prove
Keep on improving. Yeah, they got a
that
lot
it
of
was a new
confidence,
them,
man.
that they changed. And so far, that's what they've shown us.
G2 kind
This
of,
victory
considering
over
some of the
G2,
rounds
they
that
haven't been
G2
able
had,
to accomplish
kind of
this.
kept it
In America's
close.
only so far
They
away,
had some
yet so
stinkers.
close at the same time from being able to qualify for those global tournaments. But with a performance like this today, they're more than in the conversation. Your EWC winners starting 1-0, defeating the team that has won 4 stages in America's VCT. What a win for 100 Thieves, what a moment for Arsena as well. Played so well on that last map. His Phoenix has just been stunning.
And now any doubt lingering in the back of your mind as 100
It's
Thieves or as a
Spano
100
time.
Thieves fan should be dispelled.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stick around for the interview.
But the one
For
fold
Ray
that remained
Danders, so you
close
guys
to
can
them was
enjoy
the
it.
G2 one, and they've been
Mano.
holding the keys
There's
for
no
quite
way he's
some
still on
time.
smokes, man. I refuse to believe it.
Vindication and a reminder.
Stick around for the
Paris
first
was
half.
not just a fever
Hey,
dream.
there's no point in sticking around for the
And
first
instead, if you'll
half.
excuse the pun, perhaps it was a changing of the guard.
This team is the real deal. We have seen all 5 players across that run, and now today have
You're
their
just trying to do that
moments.
thing where, like, I watched a little bit and I'm like, oh, this is actually
Everyone
alright.
had a moment to shine when they needed them. The Arsena
not
Phoenix, the
gonna happen.
Teemo entries, Fora early on Haven was a monster. That round, the Thrifty win with the Sheriff shot into the aggression with the rifle.
Yeah, hello, mate.
That was a crucial one for 100 Thieves to
Yeah, they look good,
build
man.
on that
They look good.
momentum. Everyone had their part. Cryo on Breeze was just insane. The bang anchoring, they all had their moments.
It does feel, though, like less of a sharp decline for G2 and more of a rise to prominence for 100 Thieves. G2 feels like they're still in the conversation. They've got a buffer of championship points.
Someone in Zix's
And
chat
sure,
was
maybe they're gonna
asking
be
if you
looking a
have
little bit more
a normal
scrappy,
job.
a little bit more rough
You're
around
not
the
watching
edges.
the second
Stage two,
games
a
in
lot more chance
Americas.
for them to
Nah, man,
refine
just tell
their
them I'm
style
washed,
and
bro.
to
I
most
just accepted
importantly,
it.
find themselves again.
Yeah, that is, I think, the key.
My
finding
chat's
themselves
accepted it.
again.
It's
It
time
does
for
feel like
Zix's
to me
chat
we
to
are
accept
watching
it as
100
well.
Thieves that figured out what works
Noise a dog
for
make.
them, what works for the
Noise a
personnel on
dog
the team.
makes
And
even
G2
with the
a little
prime.
bit
Appreciate the
in
19
flux.
months.
They need to still really identify what their identity will be in this.
Yeah, what's
current
your
meta, as
opinion
they
on
have just been
Smyrna?
Bouncing around to different roles.
Let's send it down to the stage with Dryad for the Verizon post-match interview with your EWC MVP, the one and only Cryo.
Like I said, on what?
That's right. It is the start of the moment. Cryo.
Don't, no one tell him. No one tell him. Yeah, hold up. I'll give you a hint.
Behind me, can I hear it for 100 Thieves and for Cryo? It was an incredible victory, Cryo. And the first thing that I want to ask you is, I heard a little bit of your speech between map 3 and 4 of that EWC Grand Final, and you really sounded like a leader. You were talking about how the team is very
what's the
different
map he
from
plays
how
Omen
it
on?
was at the beginning, the growth that you guys have had. But for you individually, how do you see your growth as a player with the team that has been surrounding you here?
I mean, personally, I think I've grown a lot as a player, but
Your
at
opinion
the
on
end of the day,
Smyrna?
it's a team game, and I fully trust everyone
Yeah.
on my team. That's kind of why I gave the speech. I just need to give them like a little reminder of who they were and how hard they've worked for
You must get
to
it from
get
this.
where we got to, you know? After that map 3, we had a shaky map 3, so it's always good to just give your teammates a reminder on what they've done good.
Especially for this opening matchup of stage 2, because you were playing against a G2 that
It's too late.
the last 5 times that you played them, G2 has gotten the win.
Smart.
And this one, it didn't feel like it was
What's
a
wrong?
revenge.
What's
It
wrong
didn't
with
feel
me,
like
man?
it
I
was
need
about
sleep,
them. It was
dude.
about you guys and showing the progress that you've had. But going into it, how much was it of understanding what are some of the things that you can punish for G2?
Why is he on
knowing that
Omen?
Doombros has constantly talked about countering, and how much was it just, let's keep playing, let's keep doing what we were doing in AWC?
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of time that we were given after we landed back in LA, like 2 days. So we're just focusing on our own game. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, we have like a better grasp on the meta, I feel like, than other teams in this region. So super confident.
Also, what is the secret for the Cypher? It just feels like we've had so many great Ciphers throughout the years.
Oh, he's got
but
some
nobody's
setups
as
now,
consistent
though.
as you have been in the past
He's got some
few
good
months. So
setups these days.
What is it? How are you doing
I saw that rack cage.
I have no idea. I just kind of try to set my team up. I'm holding the gaps, you know, I'm holding all the lurks. I'm just letting them all deal with all the chaos.
Well, it has been looking amazing. Cryo, thank you so much. This is everything that we have for the Verizon post-match interview. But when we come back, we have NRG against MIBR.
Okay, chat. We are done. Anders is streaming, right? We're gonna go raid Anders. Is he definitely streaming? Wait, what is that, bro? Why is that so loud? Why does front page of Twitch just auto play? Anders 2 Zs. Okay. Chat, enjoy the game. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I apologize for being washed. It's just something that we have to accept. I will be back in 8 hours. We're going to be watching Pacific into EMEA. EMEA starts an hour earlier, so it should just be one into the other. Okay. I appreciate it so much, guys. Have fun. Enjoy MIBR. Enjoy NRG, and I'll see you all soon. All right, bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. YouTube chat. Kick chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you all soon, okay? Bye, everyone.